Wogi. The wages for Igbo matter, he who killed by the sword, by the sword. So until we start putting, until Nigeria do we that you. Okay, she just side because so no one terrorists naga here, who soro hagawa.
So I've gone live now.
Yeah, okay. I can see it. It's clear. It's loud and clear. I'm watching it also.
Okay. So
if you see something, you say something until you begin to find of pie, and you will not get the security of Nigeria working. At least we shouldn't be doing PTPT or email when it comes to people's life. No, I disagree. So as for Ndi Okiwe, as some bubble on your blood to the water to ya.
Yeah, so
by the Takri. Obodo niile emepela ofe ọka igwe n'ọlụ ma ndị na-achọ ọka igwe amaghị akwụkwọ. That's what we used to sing was.
Are you serious?
Yes. Somebody sang that song, but it's true. Obodo niile emepela ofe ọka igwe n'ọlụ. But the painful part is that ndị na-achọ ọka igwe no go school. They don't amaghị akwụkwọ. So, look at the videos that we saw of the health center. We are crying that we don't have health centers. The ones we have are not being taken care of. You loot the one you have. Loot it. Bruce never. Of my gibru de alala. You only a boo nala. You see, we try a country. I wonder the kind of country they want to give us. So, like I said, they should fish out the criminals. Nandi Igbo does not hide evil.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
We don't have evil. My sister. Suit yourself, it's not your turn, my brother. Identify Nabai. Ofonye Gekuri the evil. I be portrayed in that family. Ofonye Gapota. But the truth is that India they wanted to make it in Nigeria. I keep saying when maybe there has some why can destroy. And today we destroyed our place. By a brebane e were mati mother no beye tosanala.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
as one day keep
yeah, so good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to this live. So as I'm doing this video, I'm screaming on all my platforms, on Facebook and on TikTok and on YouTube also. So I'm trying to be able to present myself in all the platforms at the same time. So this evening, I wanted to talk about so many things. And one of the things that is very, very foremost in my mind is this granting of amnesty to TT. People that are buying people, terror people. What kind of politics is this? And at this time that the thing is ongoing, that the terror is still actively ongoing, that military people are still actively fighting this terror, that, for example, Boko Haram are still inside the bush, Aswap, Iswap, Ansaru, different names, like they are actively still going on, whatever they are doing. And the situations that the people you want to grant amnesty, for example, in the north now, you want to say, for example, they were abducted, they were, they were kind of like low lives, they didn't have anything to do. They are still in that position they were before they abducted them. So you are putting them back, like you want to recite, like you want to continue the cycle. You put them back. It's like they are running out of terror, then you release them into the population, then they will recruit them again, and the cycle continue. Like, what is the idea behind this? That's what I want us to talk about. And what we are also, in addition, talking about is what is going on in the Southeast. In the Southeast, IPOB, ESN terrorists, they are still ongoing there. Their activities is still ongoing. Keep in mind, they granted all of them amnesty a few months ago. They gave them amnesty in Olu. They said all of them, like after they did all the things they did, Olu people counted more than 7,000 people they fired. They brought them out and we are giving them amnesty. The hall was filled. The video is there. I shared that video that time on my Facebook page. So when we see all this kind of giving people amnesty, what message are the politicians sending, especially to the ordinary people, to the victims, and also to the law enforcement? Imagine how many law enforcement people have died in this thing and still paying. What about their families? Like, I don't know how they are processing this. I don't know the idea behind this. And I think it's worthy of our discussion. That's why I want us to talk about it. Kip Ebuna said use of amnesty was a framework for managing national insecurity. What has happened is that if it has been abused. So it's being abused right now. So you agree with me that what is going on now is unacceptable, like, because it is ongoing. Like, guys, like for example, when Biafra happened, the war ended, they downed their tools, everything, there was peace. Then in that time, you can talk about, okay, fine, you say no return, no fish or whatever. But now it is ongoing. The fight is ongoing. What is the strategy that they think? And why are the military allowing something like this? Like, they work so hard, they get hold of these people, they bring them to justice. Sometimes the justice system, that's where the thing starts. Instead of giving them life sentence, they will give them they will give them 15 years, they will give them whatever, they will even be doing appeal and all those things. What do the politicians want to achieve with all this? Is it, like, the mismanagement of Nigeria is basically that the politicians don't value human lives. Like, it is evident in the way they are running the country. It is evident in the way that they don't have any public service that they are rendering to the people. There is no public primary school that is functional. There is no public secondary school. There is no public healthcare system. There is no public library. There is really nothing they are doing. So when you are so used to being aloof, living parallel line and living in Abuja, living in your mansion, separated from the people, not having an idea, like in oblivion of what is going on actually, you can start making such policies and granting amnesty to people who have taken out people, taking out breadwinners, taking out law enforcement agents, taking out people without any recompense. Why would anybody do that? So this is a bad politics, in my own opinion. And so far, I've not seen anybody that has contradicted that point. So corruption has infested every government in Nigeria, including the framework. Yeah, I mean, there is a time for everything, honestly. Like, even if there is a framework, and that framework is saying, yes, so we want to have amnesty. Well, like, let's assume that framework. You have to look at, say, when is the time that it will be appropriate? When is the time that this thing will be appropriate to be used as a framework? Not at the time where, like, you are still at the peak of the whole fight. It has not ended. It has not climaxed. Nothing. It is still ongoing. What is the purpose? Like, are you trying to funnel firewood to a burning fire? Why? And this is the question. Like, that's, I don't understand the opposition. I don't understand. Like, everybody is just so lackluster. Like, it's all about money. Nobody cares about the country. So I just want the people that are running Nigerian government to know that if you continue to do the country like this, it's going to implode in your hands. It will like it will implode.
We see white. We should see black and call it white.
I did not ask you to speak. You are interrupting my monologue, please. You know, so if you continue doing something like this, you will allow the whole structure to implode in your hands. And you're not going to say, oh, it's the British that did it. Oh, it's the Americans that did it. You are the one actively doing it. You that you call yourself politician, you call yourself whatever name, your excellency, your ambassador, your whatever. You are feeding firewood to a burning fire. You are creating a ball of fire and you are not even seeing it. There is no excuse. At a time like this, they should be in jail. You should put them in jail. Nobody say, I'm not like that. They should be in jail. They should serve a reasonable number of years, minimum. And by that time, this whole thing would have quelled, so that when they are coming out, they will say, okay, yes, they are coming out. They didn't get life in jail for whatever conditions you may have thought about. But releasing them into this situation, because whatever condition that made them to be abducted, they are still, those are conditions are still there. They are still going to be abducted, you see. So I wanted to weigh in on this, and I thank everyone that joined me. It's a free, you know, how will I put it? Open mic. Everyone can have their say, and yeah, we can take it turn by turn. So, user, you wanted to say something. You can say it now.
Yes, I want to say something. When I wanted to come to your platform, I discovered how you were trying to
yeah, because I don't want anybody that will come and be swearing and cursing. I don't want that.
So what I'm trying to see, one thing with me, I hate anything evil. Right from
but you are supporting IPOB. You don't see the evil in IPOB.
How can I support IPOB? I don't support anything.
Yeah, but you are a follower of Nnamdi Kanu, and you said he's unjustly being held. You are not seeing that evil. That's your blind spot.
You don't get my point. If you get my point right, you know that I don't support any evil. Most of the things Nnamdi Kanu normally say, I hate it. I don't even like to hear most of the things that comes out of his mouth. So that is one thing.
No, it's not about most of the thing. The direct consequences of what he said is what has unalived thousands of people. Are you not seeing that? Like, the direct consequences of his utterances have destroyed the posterity of many families.
You know how they started.
How did they start?
We know how they started. When they started, they weren't with anything. They weren't with even a stick.
Of course they were. Why were they giving him salutes in his father's house? Who was he? Was he a state? No, you can't. I'm sorry. See, my brother, remove the plank in your eye so that you can see the small speck in another people's eyes.
See this now. One of the things it's like this thing now, they are using all these terrorists that are terrorizing people, and they're not using them to describe prodigal son in the Bible. A whole chief of defense staff describing terrorists that have unalived. There was a video I came across either 2 or 3 days ago, where a whole family were unalived. The man was pointing, this is my father, this is my wife, this is my brother, this is my son. They were 8 in number. And according to what he said, either 1 or 2 of the family members also were in the hospital.
So you did not see the Igwe in Iseke that his whole family was wiped out.
Let's head up. Can I engage him, please?
No, I just want to ask him this question. Did you see the Igwe in Iseke that him, his 2 wives, his daughter, his grandchild, and the pregnant two daughters, one of them was pregnant, one of them had a child. Did you see them being laid to rest?
My sister, I never saw such a video.
You don't see it. You don't see what is going on under your nose. Unfortunately for you people, only the North get your attention.
Hold on. Okay. We use our own. I don't need to make my point. No, I'm not making my point. If I not get me, Pastor, you know, allow me to make my point. Guys, get program. Go check Kennedy. That man's name is okay. Kennedy. Go and okay. I saw one at Ohage Bema. No. Hold on. Mr. Kote, please hold on. Let's take it one after the other. We are trying to have a. We will not just leave you to just pass wrong information. Then before you know it, you quickly drop. So, hold on. We will let you talk. As you are talking, you can stop me, interject. I will allow you speak. Let us have this so that people can learn. So the question that Blessed asked you is: did you see that video of what happened where somebody was spied his family member? Did you see that video? Yes or no? Before God and man, I've never seen. I'm yet to come across such a video. Did you see that video of Gentle the Yahoo spying two guys? Gentle the Yahoo is a killer. Yes or no? It's a killer. He should be killed if he's been captured. Did you watch video of Ijele? Did you watch the video of Ijele going to Iseke, going to the house of Odumeje to go and that age, the whole of that area, there were so many IEDs were on ground. Who is Ijele, if I may ask? Who is Ijele, if I may ask? You don't know Ijele. Have you come across a video where Ijele was telling people, the whole world, that he was contacted to unalive? Yes, I thought you said Show didn't deny it now. Show let's say that he knows about it. So what are you talking about? What I'm saying, before somebody can send you to go unalive, that means you are a killer. Is that not true? Before somebody can send you, I thought you said you don't know Ijele. But you say you don't know Ijele. Then that is one. So wait first. Why is it that you? So you don't see anything that is going on in the southeast at all. There is like in your eye. So what is going on in the southeast? You don't see it at all. What a lot of bad things are going on in the south. So one thing by who? To make a point, if people want to by who? Me? No, by who? No, because you started it. You said that people see truth, that they don't want to say the truth. This Fulanis. No. The Fulani is there. We are talking about the East now. Let me make a point. No, don't make that point of Fulani. Granting amnesty to terrorists, or are the same people for them to go to Igbo land and they hate us with passion. So you think that your enemy can give you security in your area? That is absolutely wrong. We have come across video of Asare Dokubo saying what is happening in Igbo land, how they are dying wuto. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Your enemy what did Asare Dokubo say? I came across where he said Igbos are dying with Woto. That he's in Igbo land. He was contacted that he's in Igbo land. He himself and his boys. Can we just let us just stick to the topic? This guy is just going around. He's just jumping from one. That hate Igbos with passion. User, let's just stick to what. Someone that hate Igbos with passion. Can we stick and give us the country in our place? User, can we stick to the topic? Let's stick to the topic, please. So, user, please, you are derailing this conversation. Please, who was the first Igbo person to bring us out of the Igbo land in the first place? Who brought us in our land? Oh yeah, user, tell us. How can did I employ him? How can I tell you? Oh, you don't know. You see? Please, I will not be engaging you because I don't even know what is the meaning of user. Can't you find a name to give yourself? I beg.
it's enough. You cannot see what is going on in the Southeast, unfortunately. But when you travel, when you buy ticket to go to Nigeria, you don't go to the north, you go to the Southeast. But unfortunately, you don't see what is going on in the Southeast, where you are from. You know,
going to Igbo land, after people, they will burn their houses. They burn their houses.
So that this is IPOB propaganda you are bringing here on my platform, and I will not tolerate it. You have not seen IPOB people buying people. You did not see IPOB people burning down the local government house in Osun. You did not see it where they were saying, yeah, who say men no day. You did not see IPOB people going into police stations to burn them. Yeah? You did not see Kano say anybody that carry gun that is not IPOB must go down. If you are a Buba go Iga, you did not hear it. Oga abeg, carry your blind spot come up for you.
Anybody that is involved in security now.
I wanted him to finish what he was saying. He said any person involved.
There's no point. The thing is, they are spreading misinformation. How can you not see what Kanu is doing? And you say you are against evil.
According to him, he said any person that is involved in spreading violence in Southeast should be fired. And the number one person is Nnamdi Kanu, meaning that not only the life imprisonment is not enough. Justice Omotosho should have sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to fine by hanging. According to this user, Nnamdi Kanu should have been fired. And you know, one thing is that these people, they will just come out and start exposing their stupidity, hypocrisy in public. How can you?
The amnesty was done last year, you know, or so thereabouts. I remember I did a video like, so if they buy people finish, they will not be giving them amnesty. I remember I did a video, I even cut a clip out of it. There were thousands, many of them came out to collect that amnesty. How will he be saying he did not see it? I don't know this fixation on the North. Now, their favorite presidential candidates have said that the North is a very important asset. How do you reconcile with that?
Are you also aware that there's a video of Gentle saying he is against amnesty? According to James, he said, oh, you want to give me amnesty?
Exactly. So they were about to give him too. If he had accepted, he would be a free man today. They will say, yeah, after putting an Igbo man's head on the slab and each appear with knife like chicken, he now be giving him amnesty. Many of them are like that now.
But bless them, do you even know that army officer, if you watch that video, it's Gentle's voice is being, you will hear Gentle talking in the background. There are so many videos that we have that atrocities are happening, you'll be hearing the voice of Gentle. Gentle has done so much evil. And this same Gentle, Imo State government want to grant him amnesty.
Yeah.
And Gentle is saying he doesn't want.
He does, he's rejecting it.
He's rejecting it. So why are we even condemning Boko? If Boko, in their own wisdom, decide to, those Boko Haram people, if they decide that, okay, I want to ask, it's just like this guy, this Sunday Igboho, for instance. Immediately Sunday Igboho left the shores of Nigeria after being released by Benin Republic government. He went to Germany and he went to pipe law. He was so gentle. He changed. When he got to Germany, he stopped all the rhetorics of Yoruba nation, this. He was so gentle. But the same thing was applicable to Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu left Nigeria, found his way back to UK. Instead, Nnamdi Kanu increased the gear from gear 1 to gear 5. That was when he started saying, I will do this, I will do that. NSAS happened. They all had second chance. And that is Nigeria for you. Nigeria is a country that will give you second chance. So if our own people decide not to use it, so why should we be condemning Northerners? Why should we be condemning Sunday Igboho? Why should we be condemning Boko Haram people that decide to accept amnesty? They decide to accept it. Our people rejected it. Look at their recruiting army now. It's what that is trending. We can't even meet the quota given to us by federal governments. Tomorrow now, these same people will come here to our army. They will start telling us that I wanted to join Nigeria army. They did not take me. The Nigeria army, Igbo people, they're against us. Nigeria army is begging our people now to join.
Enough, Babaji. Now you have an opportunity to join army. You go Nigerian army. You go. Will you go?
Why won't I? Why won't I?
It's okay.
Who is talking, Chris? Who is this Chris? Who? I don't. What do you have to say? Are you are against Nigeria?
I've been listening.
Yeah. See, let me tell you.
You stated.
If I critique what is happening in Nigeria, it is my right as a citizen to critique what is happening. But I am not an agitator. I did not agitate for the breakup of Nigeria. Are you getting it? So I can critique, I can protest, I can say something is not working. It is in my right to do so as a citizen. But I am not, it is not my right to go and be agitating to secede and break up Nigeria because it no fits. Nobody give you that right. That is the lie they have used to wash you people's head. That, yeah, nothing wrong with their agitation. And you are in a state of agitation for how many years? You are in a state of agitation, buying your own brothers, and you are not seeing it. Every day you come and tell me the north. When you go home, do you travel to any village in the north?
Sorry, now you are talking about agitation. So do you want to tell me that people cannot agitate?
No, you cannot agitate to break up a country. No, you can't.
Really?
Yes. You can't. That's the lie. That's the foundation of the lie. You can protest for something. You can protest maybe for water, for road, for this, but you can't agitate to break up a country. It is not your right. Then go and do it. Go and hold the referendum.
There was a time that if you've been following Showore for instance, you know, it's known for this revolution now protest.
Yeah.
According to Nigerian government, they say revolution now is treasonable offense.
Yeah.
That is trying to revolution now is just like calling for secession.
Yeah.
Protesting against the government, constituted authority. So if you look at
it's an insurrection. That's the word for it. Insurrection. Like you are raising people's hearts up, against the government. So most of the time you can protest, you can question things and all those things. And the government in power, they can always, depending on how everything is going, they can always use that insurrection law to hold you. You understand? They can always use that insurrection law. But I don't know. Igbo land, they have lawyers, they have judges, they have all these people. But still, none of them can come up and teach their people. They see that this thing is holding them in the neck every day. They say they are agitating. Even that one that is living in America, an old man for that matter, that should be a grandfather if he has done a good job with his family. He will still count. There's nothing wrong with agitation. Go and agitate in America. Let us see. Uche Mefo said there's nothing wrong with agitation. Carry your flag and agitate in London, in Scotland. Let us see. You understand? So we need to start telling it to this. And that one is asking me, now what happened to referendum? You see? Is there a referendum in Nigerian constitution? Is there a referendum in Nigerian constitution? You have lawyers, for God's sake. I don't know. I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand. Like, you cannot educate your own people. You cannot you see your own young men wasting every day on the basis of a lie. You keep quiet. You are not saying anything. Yeah, okay. Baba J, please continue. Ebuna, I sent you the link. Oh, I don't know if you can click on the link and join me here on Facebook.
So we'll have Adachi is in our midst. I don't know if she has any.
Ada, good evening. I greet you, my dear sister.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Yeah, so we were discussing, the thing is,
Village people here, sorry, I can't.
all right, my dear sister, no problem. Please be moderating for me.
All right, no problem.
If you can.
So as we were saying, you will see the hypocrisy of our people. When according to Blessedom, she came. This topic is with a clean heart. We are condemning the amnesty being given to Boko Haram people. If you want to condemn Boko Haram, if you see, if not for the fact that you will see all these IPOP members, they will just keep jumping on topics, exposing you just exposing their hypocrisy. If you had come to this, I want you to come to this platform. Let's just condemn amnesty being given to Boko Haram, and in the same light, also condemn what is happening in the Southeast. But one thing with them is that you will see them, they will just easily come, look at Boko Haram, why would they be doing this? Why would they be doing that? Okay, let us talk about what is happening in the Southeast also. But you just see them, no, don't go there. No, people, they have the right to defend themselves. It is federal government that is this. Keep pushing the blame. If you want to talk, they will keep pushing our attention to discuss not. Nobody wants to talk about what is happening in the Southeast. But this is 2026. This is no longer 5 years ago that nobody can talk about IPOP. If you still believe it, if you think that this is not even 6 years ago that you can't even talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has been demystified. Since for the past 1 month, IPOP is in disarray. They've been fighting each other. Before now, if you talk anything against Nnamdi Kanu is now like a deity. That was like 1 month ago. But since the past 1 month, we now have so many people that belong to IPOP that they are now openly condemning Nnamdi Kanu. As at this moment, we have 100 men versus DOS. Members of US, they are calling the bluff of Nnamdi. So don't come here and start thinking that Nnamdi Kanu is we can't talk anything IPOP. IPOP is sacred. No, man. You are dreaming. We don't even need you here. Your house is in disarray. Go to your platform. Go to your platform. They are busy abusing your so-called supreme leader. People are dragging him. I'm not even talking about Sabo. I'm talking about in-house dragging. Blessed them. It's as if maybe you've not been following up. These guys are busy.
I don't care about anything those people have to say. Is that they are like I don't like sometimes maybe I'm watching something and it just kind of automatically ends and it goes into their platform, or that's the only time, But when I see myself on their platform, I have to just leave, because what are they talking about? There's nothing of interest, because you know how the world is. And at the end of the day, like if you're an Igbo man, if you're a Yoruba man, anywhere you go, you'll be a foreigner, you'll be some kind of stranger anywhere. But the only place you will go that you have that absolute sense of belonging is when you go to your village, And as God will have it, when the British came, they didn't take away our villages from us. When they went to South Africa, they took away their villages. They chased them away from their village, took away all, like there's nothing like villages in South Africa, if you notice, because they converted all their villages to huge farms. Like maybe one village, one Oyibo will be owning it. They will make mechanized agriculture everywhere. They will not employ the villagers to be working in the farms. That's what white people did in South Africa. That's what is called apartheid. They separated them and they went to where they were able to survive. It's part of the places where they couldn't, the soil was not so rich. They didn't really need all those soil, that area. And they went to build shanty towns. You know what shanty towns is like? They will just carry zinc, anything where they see, knock something together. That's how, they don't get house. So that's when you hear shanty towns. Their villages, they does not exist. So they don't have it. South Africans are the only Africans that are having that problem. So they have been uprooted, even in their own land. Even in their own land. So British people came to Nigeria they left us in Igbo land, they met us in Igbo land, they left us in Igbo land. Everything was still intact. But this IPOB, Kano is the only one that they managed to drive away Igbo people from their ancestral homes. Many Igbo people cannot go back to the Southeast right now as we are speaking because of the terror of IPOB. And many of them have been given amnesty as we speak. Many of those IPOB people that caused all this have been given amnesty. The same thing these Boko Haram people are doing in the north. They go to villages, they wipe away everybody there. People lose their home. The remaining, they put them in IDP camps for years. They can't go to their village. Many of them, the parents are quiet. They don't know the road again. They don't even know, like they don't really like. If you cannot find your way to the village, who is going to show you the landmarks? Who is going to tell you this is from here to here? It doesn't exist again. And then they will finish you. The Nigerian government is giving them amnesty. For what purpose? For what purpose? Is something like this ever going to end? So like, wow, when you cannot hold somebody accountable for what they have done, as much as committing, is it not what they call genocide? I don't want to call it because of all these platforms restrictions. Is it not what they call wiping people out? You will now, as a government, be giving an amnesty for what purpose exactly? So before I talk too much, I want to share this video with you guys.
All right. So while we are waiting for that video from Blessed, let me just quickly add to the atrocity. Okay, Blessed, go ahead with your video.
One primary school. Yes. One primary school. So as you can see with your two critical eyes, what the Afghan agitator criminals, they took even the wood and the windows. Look at it. Classrooms. Look at it. Classrooms. Aluminum roof. They took the wood. They took the windows, the iron windows. Look at this one. These are the people, majority of Igbos are supporting. Look at what they did. The wood in this one. But they took the aluminum. They left the wood and they left the window because it's wood. If it is iron, they will take it also. So this is primary school, the one primary school. So this is how Biafra will look like. This is how Biafra will look like. So you see?
Yeah. So this is just one video. This is coming from a village in Okigwe. I will show you another one.
Yeah. Today is 17th April 2026. So this is the health center. You see? Thanks be to God that I am now able to come back to the village. This is the village of the one in Okigwe local government. So this is what the so-called Biafran freedom fighters did. You see where this is the health center. You see how they looted, they even packed the wood, the rafters to go and sell. They took everything. They took the aluminium. They took the whole aluminium and they packed, they lose even the wood to go and sell. They lose even the wood to go and sell. You see, this is a health center with supporters behind it for the nurses. with quarters behind it. They looted everything, even the fence. The iron protector on top of the fence. They took everything. They took everything. They took everything on the fence. This is it's just because of the wonderful effort of the Joint Task Force. That's why I have been able to come back to the village to take this video, because if it was last year, I couldn't have taken this video. Look at this is health center. You see, this is what we are saying. These people are not fighting for any Biafra. These people are just criminals. They are just criminals. Look at, they even took the gate. They took the gate and sold it as scrap. This is health center. This is Toma with the one health center. Can you imagine? What happened? What happened? They looted everything. The whole quarters, every damn thing. They took everything. This is how they dismantled the whole National Horticultural Research Institute. Just a few kilometers away from here. You can see the damage. This is health center. The quarters is down there, but I cannot go there in case they may still be living there. You can see how they looted everything. Is this Biafra? Is this thing done by Fulani? Is it done by Asari Doko?
Ask them.
This is done by Igbos now.
Okay.
This is done by our fellow Igbos.
Increase the volume.
Ask them opportunity.
Ask them.
And came and vandalized the whole community.
Okay.
When we government in place yesterday,
Okay.
they took everything. Go and take the video of the primary school. And they even took the gate, the iron gate. Thank God, the gate here has chased them away. So more evidences will be coming out soon. More evidence will be coming out. Right?
For 6 years, nobody could go to their villages. Anybody they see, they will buy that person. They will say the person is an informant. For 6, like yesterday, they just spied a man that he was an informant of Nigerian government. It's all over the news. In Anambra, they came for him. He ran away. They took his family members. After much, I don't know why they are so cowardly. They have taken your car, and then he went to submit himself. And they pied him in the presence of his family members. Yesterday, this one just happened yesterday, 18th of April. You have a governor in this state, and he's an APC governor. If you mention him now, they will say, oh, he's doing so well, he's doing so well. Like this is under your domain, under your watch, something like this is going on. The governor have not, no, but they even went to pie the governor, he ran away. He doesn't even live in the state. The governor of Imo State, he lives in Abuja. He lives in Abuja. He's not he's not, he rarely there.
Blessed, then what do you want the governor to do now? What do you...
Like the people who were in that community who ran away, like he has not even come out to tell the, see, this conspiracy of silence. There's a conspiracy of silence. The governor have not even come out to tell the world what is happening. But instead, the governor have been consistent in coming out to exonerate IPOB. And they say, oh, it's a political statement. We do not want to accept such political stupidity. We don't want to accept it. We don't want, you have all it takes. You are the governor. You have all the things at your hands, all the security apparatus. You have everything it takes. Why are you cowering in fear and cowardice? And you can't talk. You can't let the world know what is going on. You know, a brother of ours here, before he left, he was saying all this thing that is going on in the Southeast, nobody's talking about it. It doesn't make it to the media. How is it going to make it to the media when everything is under a conspiracy of silence? If you're a media house, you cannot publish something like that because they are going to come after you. So even the governor is afraid. Governor, I beg God. Me say I dey fear o. Mama J. Wetin dey make governor fear? Me sef I fear. Halfway one I greet you. Good morning. I mean good evening. Good evening first. I greet you. Thank you. I want them very early, but they were insulting me. Anywhere they see me, like any platform they see me now, you will see them, they will be consistent. They will be shy, achawo, achawo, achawo. That's the only thing they can say. They don't have any points. How can you not, like, how is it that, like this guy that came here, he was very, very clear about what happened in Benue or somewhere in the middle belt. Like he could just tell the story so emotionally. But similar happened in the Southeast, and as a matter of fact, they just buried that family. Let me look for the video.
Yeah, Blessed, before you play that video, let me just quickly add to that video that you just played. You know, when we talk about the hypocrisy of Southeasterners, that video is just a summary. If you watch that video very well, schools,
community centers, yeah,
vandalized, centers in the Southeast. Then you see people from Southeast. All of us will just pretend. You will see any small thing. You will see that start talking about Kwara State. Kwara. Do you know that the whole of Kwara? I'm not sure if 1,000 persons has been pied in Kwara. I'm not sure. Former governor of Abia said he said 30,000 and still counting. We have lost 30,000 plus people in the Southeast. I'm not sure 2,000 people have been pied in Kwara, but our people will prefer to discuss about Kwara. They will start telling you, look at Kwara, look at Kwara. Is it not high time we talk about what's happening in the Southeast? Let us even say that you are not even aware. Now you are seeing videos. You will call yourself Christian. Those of you that you are still Christian, you will see Catholic Church, Anglican Church in the Southeast, in the so-called semi-Biafran land, the places that they've already agreed to Biafra, that has been conquered by Biafra. They will tell no more church. There is this video from Ijele that these people decide having conversation with the priest of a particular Catholic church to discuss about sharing formula of tithe and offering. They will tell the priest, they told the priest, IPOP is 2/3. You will take 1/3. Dictating to the priest how often and tithe will be shared. But you will see our people, nobody wants to talk about this. Is it not? This is wickedness. How can you come from Southeast? You are seeing, let us even assume that you travel to Mars, you travel to Jupiter, and you just came around today. And you just watch this video, and this video, schools, they are vandalized. Hospitals, and it's from your region. Instead about what's happening in the north. And blessed them. Do you also know I've been hearing how many people they came to the Southeast, market, they went to burn this, how many people they were burning people's houses. Just less than 1 month ago, blessed them. If you are, and I believe you know this information, the same Nigerian Air Force, I don't know how to speak that English, through this into market, I don't know the state in the northern part of Nigeria, that according to Nigeria Air Force, they said that market is being used by Boko people. Bomb. They bombed a particular market.
Yeah,
it's not even bombing. No. There's a difference. At this point, second one, they said they use they bombed a particular market, and the northerners they moved on. And Nigerian Army, they issued a statement that they said that market is being used by Boko.
Do you know that?
The Nigerian Air Force threw this into Southeastern markets
Yeah, anyway, we
Blessed, I'm hearing. Go ahead.
yeah, the thing is, they that goal they set to achieve with the lies, they feel like they have not achieved it, so they have to just desperately cling on to that lie. That's what I think. Yeah, Prince Chinwoba, exactly. He's saying that a lot of all the people talking about buying of Christians, that they don't mention the Christians that are buying in the Southeast. Do you know that there is even just beginning of this year, because they were saying, things are getting better, stuff like that, so people should come home. So there was this priest, Anglican priest in Lilu in Anambra State. So while he was preaching, he mentioned IPOB and ESM boys, that like he said something that is maybe can be interpreted that is against them, that is not agreeing with them, that thank God that they have come to take them away or something like that, that they cannot operate in that place again. So the night after that sermon, they came that very night to buy them. But the man managed to scale the fence and escape, but the wife couldn't. They grabbed the woman and tied her and two other people in that house, and they brought down that church building, vandalized it, put fire in it. It didn't make the headline, even in Anambra State. Even Governor Soludo never mentioned that incident till tomorrow. They just buried that woman beginning of this month. They just buried her, and they were laying a curse and saying she should go after all those people. In my belief, in my own understanding, I will always say my own understanding, it is people who are in this world that will give justice. You don't expect someone that has been taken in such a violent way, and you don't hear even the Church of Nigeria did not say anything. A whole parish we attack there, the church vandalized. You don't hear anything. So it's a conspiracy of silence.
When they were burying that woman, if you watch that video, they never mentioned even those people that conducted that burial.
They never mentioned the name of the people.
They never mentioned those people. They just said, go after those people. Those people that took you away.
Yeah. So I was looking for the pictures of the people, the chief in Iseke that they buried. I think I have that video, but I'm not finding them. Isikote, please, can you send me those pictures of this man? The video was all over Facebook. They just buried them. He's a chief. They said he's an informant. They came to his house. They buried him, his two wives, his two daughters that came to visit them. The child. Like, I don't know. The thing is, they believe that just because you don't accept what they are saying, or like, what is the kind of ideology that make you believe that you will buy people? Everybody that don't agree with you, everybody that don't accept it. And they were saying in that beginning, that there are three methods that they are going to use. This, first of all, that they are creating awareness. That when they finish creating awareness, number one, then number two, they will now face all the sabo. That when they now cleanse all the sabo, unfortunately, what they are saying is they are going to be buying people. So they will create awareness in their mind. They have created the awareness. Now they face all the sabo, clear all the sabo, and then before they will now go and face the enemy. I don't like how can reasonable people that have sense, how can they buy such thing from a very violent man? It's like that guy has a psychological problem. Like the way he will talk, the amount of violence in his imagination, how can they just buy it? And the only thing that brought them together is hate. Hate of Nigeria, hate of Yoruba, hate of Fulani, hate of anybody they call Sabo, hate of this, like, just
Listen, listen, I don't want to debate this topic. Do you also know that we'll go back immediately? Do you also know that they've also transferred that same ideology, that same mentality to election? As it is now, if you are from the southeastern part of Nigeria, if you don't support P2B, you are a Sabo. These people can go again. In short, if you belong to APC, if you belong to any, especially APC, you are already a sellout. There's nothing that you will do that will. These people, they will do everything possible to bring down your government. It is very, very difficult. It is for an average Southeasterner to support a different party, not P2B. If you are from the North, you can decide that you are not supporting the ruling government. You can decide that you are not supporting Atiku. You want to support Tinubu. You want to support P2B. Nobody will even. I'm not saying that it is 100%. Because this is Africa, but it is more in the southeast. It is more. So P2B is not like this. They've transferred this thing to politics.
No, you know what baffles me when it comes to politics is this problem is only reserved for ordinary people like you and me. Because I've not seen any politicians that have backed P2B so far. Or am I wrong? I've not seen, like, whether a state governor, whether a legislator, I've not seen any one of them. Even those of them that got into power through Labour Party when P2B was running, they have all decamped. Like right now, I've not seen, like, because how many influence does an ordinary person have? You just have just one vote. My new school, how would they say it? Like, it's so inconsequential, even in the real scheme of things. It would be even more plausible if a fellow politician is pulling weight behind him, and yeah. But it's okay. I don't see that the politicians that have not supported him so far have come under any form of danger. So why is this reserved for these small people? Like, why? Because it's very easy for them, easy target, easy to execute, easy to buy, easy to oppress. Like, this thing that these people put in them is very, very bad. But I can't even excuse the political elite for keeping quiet. Of course, they are keeping quiet now because their life is on the line. But if they have made you to run away from, that's me thinking about it. Like, if they make you to run from your villages, what else? If you are not able to go to your village in the next 10 years, probably your children never get to know. Maybe by the time you go there, so many things have changed. Like if you see the communities in Iseke, in Lilu, in Osu, that people have run away. Even the zinc on their houses was not spared. Everything, and they took everything. Grass is overgrown. You can't just go and start living in such a house. Even it will be too risky. You have to pull it down and start building again. Some they even burnt it. So, like, if you're not able to go there, it's almost like they say Fulani are coming to come, and what did they even say the Fulani was coming to do again? Or like, are they the way maker for Fulani? Like, they came to clear the road for Fulani, so Fulani will not come and have a triumphant entry, because right now there are so much grass, overgrown vegetation in former homes of people. Like, when you come to the village, all those earth roads that leads to communities, market, all those things, they have been overgrown. They are now using tractors to be clearing it and creating road now. So these are some of the communities that maybe they have people who rose up, who were able to get Nigerian military to get there. But there are so many other villages that nobody have gone there. So in the next 10 years, if they are not, it will be a complete forest. Nobody will be able to go there. So you cannot go and say you have a village again, because you will not be able to go there. Everything you know about that village is gone. All the landmarks is gone.
And blessed of this. If we talk about this topic, it's not going to be complete if we don't also talk about the role of government. Because I'm still, how can somebody like Gentle Diyawu is still not been capped? I don't except if Gentle Diyawu has left Southeast. But if Gentle Diyawu is staying in Southeast, I won't tell you it means that our government, they are also part of this.
I think so. I think so because there was a time it was rumored that. Or was it Gentle that was saying it, that he had a meeting with the governor? I don't remember exactly the way it was put, but I think the information was that they called for a meeting and a representative went there to speak with him in one of the Anglican churches somewhere there in around Okigwe. And in defense of the governor, some people were saying, "Oh, he was not the governor; he was so archbishop that went there, like as a proxy." And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. But they met with him. Why did they get hold of him then? And now the Nigerian military now came and told us that they had him, and lo and behold, they didn't. He's also out. So obviously, you are right. Something is not right.
The funniest thing is that Nigerian military, they issued a press release stating that they've captured Gentle. They issued a press release.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's a video of Gentle Diyawu circulating. And up till now, they've not even addressed the country. Not everybody is just pretending as if nothing is happening. And it's been more than 2-3 months. Gentle Diyawu is still outside roaming about. So you will not look at it from the angle that our government, they are part of this problem. In as much as we want to we've talked about IPOP members, we've talked about the role of South and average Southeastern and being sympathizers to the cause of Nnamdi Kanu and IPOP. But we should also look at the role that is being played by governments. If not for Soludo, it took only Soludo. I don't know.
It didn't take Soludo anything. It is still ongoing. It is still ongoing.
I'm talking about the Monday sit at home.
Yeah, but I mean, what is the point of giving somebody credit for something that was happening under his watch for 4 years? No, there's no at least. No, there's no at least. What about all the people? What about all the people that died while he was looking on, paying them instead of him to engage them? So if he did what he needed to do in the beginning belatedly, why is anybody praising him? That's the barest minimum.
According to Daniel Buana, contest matters. In this
there's no contest there.
Gentle Diyawu is still roaming around.
Yeah, the same thing is going on in Anambra. Let me read this news for you. Let me read this story that came out today. Ugo Ebu just posted it. He said, "My village, Umuogem, in Ufuma, Anambra State, is under siege. This morning, Mr. Jude Chukwu, a villager, was spied in Code B, accused of being an informant. His family was taken. He turned himself in. They released his wife and children and tied him in front of his shop. His body is still lying there. No one dares to go near it. For over 7 years, these so-called freedom fighters have turned into oppressors, extorting villagers, shooting innocents, and ruling with fear. Today, the village is silent, shops locked, people hiding, fear everywhere. This is not freedom. This is terror. The government must act now." So this was posted today on, it happened on today, 18th of April 2026. So we're talking about something that is going on right now, yesterday. So Soludo has not been able to take hold of even the communities. So the communities that are neighboring to Imo State from Anambra are now the hiding places for the ones that were cleared in Osun. They are operating from there, So I don't know why people are so sold on to mediocrity. I don't know. I'm sorry, no offense, but I don't see a lot of people a lot of people keep saying Imo people, but when you look at the facts on ground, you see that it's actually Imo people that are actually fighting back a little bit. The Anambra Aziz, they are still mute. They are still looking on, like they have not even understood what is going on. You know.
I do understand. But what we are discussing is the role of government. You see that our government in the southeast, most of all these governments, they are laid back. They are not doing it. So it's not as if maybe I'm trying to be a gatekeeper to Soludo, but I'm just looking at the angle that look at how when Soludo decided that enough is enough for Monday sit at home, he came out, stamped his foot on the ground. That you either open your shop or we all thought that Soludo was so resolute that no more sit at home, and because of that decision, that action that Soludo took. Today, there is no longer sit at home in the southeast, even not just in Anambra State, the whole of southeast, there is no longer sit at home. So if our government, so for someone like Gentle DRC to be roaming around the streets, it means that our government, they are complicit, they are part of the problem, just like what you just read. They are part of this problem, and the issue there is that until our people will start demanding, put this government on their toes. But it saddens me that I will go to social media. Large percentage of our people are still sympathizers to this cause.
Yeah.
And one thing with election, one thing with politicians is that they believe in numbers. By the time you look at people that are sympathetic to the cause of Nnamdi Kanu, they have that number. You will see that Soludo, and that's the reason why Soludo didn't do this in his first tenure. He waited till he was able to win the election. He's no longer running. Whether you like it or not, you like Soludo, you don't like Soludo. Soludo is no longer content, and because of that, he was able to say that enough is enough.
Yeah, so the thing is, for me, he's not acting in the interest of the people. At any time, if you look at the timeline of how he has acted so far, it has always been his own interest. He has never cared for the people, their lives, their property, their welfare. That's my point. So that's why I cannot bring myself to give him any accolade, because I see it clearly that it's all about himself, and his own interest in all of this.
100%.
So, yeah,
I agree. 100%. I agree. So we can pass the mic round now. We'll have some people in our midst. Yeah.
All right. So good afternoon, everybody.
Hey, my dear sister, you're welcome.
To join. I've been listening in the background for a few minutes.
Okay, you're welcome.
When I heard our brother stressing on why government is mute, why the land bleed, and then I decided to jump in and say something. First, you captured my chain of thought when you said that Soludo didn't do it in his first tenure. Whoever said that captured my chain of thought. However, I also wish to add that whoever blessed him, you said Soludo acted on his own interest. I want to use this opportunity to say everything about Biafra from inception is own goal. Biafra, how was Biafra born? Ojukwu prosecuted Azika Dakaboro, repeated the same crime months later. He led everybody to war, right? Instead of being accountable. How was Biafra born? Nnamdi Kanu got a radio Biafra contract, saw how much money was flowing, tried to be the Abga youth leader. Money was not in Abga because they were not ruling power. He now played the bargaining chip of Ndibo, the Biafra. So everything about Biafra, I want you to not think that it was only Soludo. From the founding fathers of Biafra, Biafra has been own goal agenda. He never served anybody's purpose. If he served anybody's purpose, Bianca Ojukwu would have been leading the cause of Biafra today. But because Biafra is not a bargaining chip that is viable in any market today, even in the counterfeit market, Biafra cannot hold. That was why she abandoned the thing that made her fascinated with a man old enough to be her father and married him. So everything about Biafra, I do want all of us to know that it has been on goal. The governors are just laying the blueprint of Biafra. They didn't do anything wrong, anything new. Everything about Biafra is wrong. But did the governors do a new thing? No. They continued from where the founding fathers started. Even though Wazirike did not revive Biafra in 2000 to get us a republic. He revived it to climb to the elite group. And once he crawled into wealth, Biafra was no longer his prerogative.
No. The thing is, we forget that Owazurike was not even in a place to say Emechalam and Amezi. He was ousted.
Ousted by the council, but then he had enough money.
I mean, he bowed to superior force, if I may put it that way.
I don't think so.
Even though he has been on the sideline all this time, he still had his following quietly. So, but this one was so loud and so forceful, and like he was adding fire. You needed a fireball at any time. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Have you paid attention to social media pages and following and comments and clicks and likes, and discover that wherever there is chaotic situation anywhere on planet Earth, the vast majority of Africans that are clapping and cheering and really want to be partakers of it are from the East, Eastern Nigeria. Did you notice that? For instance, when Putan and whatever Skelewu, I don't want to say it, when Putan and Skelewu started their fight.
What was Kappa this table? When
Putan and Skelewu started their fight, my brothers were paying transport and night bus to Abuja to go and join their military and fight. I've never seen a thing like that. Now, this is the madness going on somewhere now. They carried it on their head, dancing. Even when the owners of the country, being governed by the Agent Orange, is protesting on the street. My people are calling him a man of power, a man of action, a man of everything. So, when you look at operations, you need water.
I beg you, don't put me for trouble. Don't put me for trouble.
Go ahead. I'm enjoying you.
Okay. That's the best way I could have described it. At least everybody is on the same page with me. That is my observation too bizarre? Is it too extreme? Am I seeing what you do? Have you seen?
Go ahead.
So when you say this thing, Biafra has been lies told for ages. Right now, nobody knew. When me and Blessed shook our mouth into waiting no concern us. A lot of them say we no go marry. Don't even know that we are mother to 13 children.
They will be swearing. Who is going to marry this one? Who is going to marry?
Yeah. 5 years ago, a lot of them say we no go marry. They don't even know say we know they're born again.
Did they call you Ashawo? I'm sorry. Did they call you Ashawo? I'm sorry.
This was fine. They were circulating my picture on social media.
Yes.
So let them deny me. Say me, I dare speak that Nnamdi Kanu was not sent by God. The whole concept of God and Biafra Nnamdi Kanu, it nearly make me tire religion. Right now, the Agent Orange, where they govern where I did, somebody was making video saying he is the closest thing to God. Hello? Say he's the closest thing to God. So, I don't know. But then when you see, I think the leadership saw what I saw. I really wanted this violence to plateau so that our people will taste it, feel it for the second time, and then other Hokuma kind of situation. Because don't take my word for it. Go and follow their social media trend. Everyone with a bizarre, chaotic, violent narratives.
Blessed. Oh, is you.
You see, the thing is, like when I started this program, I know I was critiquing the government and I was saying that if they continue like this whole thing is going to implode. That's the language they want to hear. So immediately they caught on that and they were fired up. And I had to make it clear, like, I am not an agitator,
And then they hated that one because the people that came from Nigeria, anything you say, I have heard their conversation before, they have crossed the Rubicon. A lot of them don't even know what the meaning of Rubicon. But they crossed the Rubicon, the language they never understand. A lot of them said, without war, there will be no everlasting peace. When I had time for them,
if you want peace, prepare for war.
So when the bulldogs come,
what you don't know is better than you. What you don't know is better than you. She won't get fired. She won't get fired.
Almost 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, the problem I'm having in all of this, still coming back to Nigerian government.
I will try to fix everyone.
Why?
I don't think one thing I want to know is that politicking is selfish in nature. Especially in African context, with politics. In West Nigeria now, I don't know if everybody here understands it. So
no, you have to speak more of English, because this is streaming on all my platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, on
Okay. When I been the come back, I went to then I shot my mouth. Then I got so angry at Nigerian bloggers calling Nigeria out for everything holy. If anybody had been to any international airport, that's a heaven compared to Cameroon International Airport, where I came back from. I'm not making these things up. If you doubt me, travel through Douala and you will discover. I mean, it was an eyesore. Yet, President Paul Biya has been in charge of Cameroon for 60 years, right? And then getting elected. When you want to play politicians, listen, you're just taking it out of what it is not designed to be in Africa. The people that live in their country, they are revolting today because this is not democracy like they know it. This type of democracy is what we see in Africa. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Mm-hmm.
Democracy in Africa, what they do is that they arrange the system to where they will arrest the mindset of the masses to where they will not revolt. Engage them with one thing, where they enrich themselves and their generations to come.
Mm.
So, if you are blaming politicians for the situation they created, it doesn't make sense to me.
Mm.
Imagine that Nigerian government come and crush and stop Biafra agitation. Who will opposition my right from there? And that is one of the things they don't want. I don't know if I'm making sense. A strong opposition. Opposition from the East today. I'm speaking like a prophet, I'm speaking like the truth, I'm speaking in all honesty. Opposition in the East today no go sell. Why? Because there is something they are holding that will be against them. A very big card of if we vote for him, he's going to divide Nigeria. So if when we go and stop something that is a good opposition point, why will my government? That is how African democracy is designed. Engage the mind of the people so you can do whatever you want without accountability. This work. Why will they go with the agent orange now?
It makes sense, because on the other hand, they are crying. They don't want them to rule Nigeria. They have not ruled Nigeria before. On the other hand, they are saying, you cannot rule Nigeria when you are crying for your own country, So they. There
you go. That is exactly. I see the picture that
interesting.
It has nothing to do with the agitators. It has everything to do with the way the system is structured. I gave an example of Paul Biya of Cameroon. He still won re-election recently. They said, do you know?
So in other words, they allow them to craft their own rope and tie their own leg by themselves and be crying that they did not allow them to move.
In 2 occasions this month of April, 2 people from the West, people that are ruling Nigeria now, one of their brothers, I don't want to sound tribalistic, that's what I'm describing. So 2 of them, in 2 occasions, 2 of my neighbors, one being my daughter's friend, one being my opposite door neighbor, they came to tell me, the way they treat the Easterners, they hate them, they marginalize them. I just kept quiet. Unlike me, I was intentional. I listened until they downloaded everything they had to say. I said, okay, are you see what he said there? I said, these statements and these likes is the actual marginalization against the place I was born. He said, really? I said, yes. I said, what? He said, what? I said, because politics is governed by 2 principles, believe it or not. If it is played in fair and honesty, it's either you have the number or you have the loyalty. So, one thing obvious is that the place I was born, even if we triple our number in 10 years, we can never be big enough to win presidency in Nigeria. Before we become, I say even Yorubas cannot win presidency without aligning we have percentage from the north. The North is the only people that have the voting power to win by themselves.
But they can't win because the Constitution makes it needful for you to have 25%. Yeah, from across board. Yeah.
When Constitution put it in check to where even if everybody in your outnumber everybody, you have to get certain percentage from certain region, right?
For all the other regions, like all the other regions, yeah.
Okay, fine. I told him, I said, the type of narrative they are sharing with me now is exactly the marginalization going on in my place. They said, why? I said, because we don't have the number. We don't have the loyalty. You live in America. I live in America. Why is Kamala Harris not president? If it is to be zoned, they would have said 2020, no, Biden cannot go because they have to zone it to Republicans, Democrats, so they can do their 8 years. Or 2025, they will say, no, Kamala Harris should continue because it is the turn of Democrats to do their 8 years. I said, but unfortunately, you live in America, you saw nothing wrong in power shifting whenever they deem it necessary. But you sit here and tell me that because they didn't rotate politics, I say, in all honesty, people might agree submit for another person to support you. Or will you invest your money in a non-loyalist? Two of them just left with like, I didn't think it this way. You didn't think it this way because your village is not being set on fire. Useless narrative. If your village is losing their hold on everything that made them who they are, with useless narrative, trust me when I say you will not be telling me that they are marginalizing us. When in fact it is a game of number. My dear, I don't finish. I want you people, that is what I wanted to say. First thing first, government created this situation so they can run the system the way they like. If there is nobody to blame, the population will start blaming government. So they have to create somebody to blame at all time. Don't get it twisted. Make I hand the microphone to someone else.
Yeah, please. I'm here. I just went to grab something. Yeah. Yeah, let somebody else take the mic. No problem. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, my sister has captured it for us, but if we want to just accept it like that, it will be a defeatist position. So we can't do anything. We should just, anyway, that's how it is. So we don't even have to say anything then, you know. I don't know. I think I don't know. Oh, the topic is why grant amnesty to TT people. And so from there, we deviated into what is going on in the Southeast, currently ongoing, you know, because nobody's talking about it. And a lot of people also forgot that these agitators that by so many people have also been granted amnesty in the Southeast. So a lot of people say, oh, why you are giving only Northerners amnesty, you are not giving the South Kano is in detention and all those things. They forget that even in the Southeast, they have given them amnesty so many times. So I personally am of the opinion that granting amnesty while the fight is ongoing, while the problem is still ongoing, is like fueling the whole thing, you know, continuing the cycle, and it is wrong. So that's the starting point. And in the
firstly, thank you for bringing me up to speed. That of granting these guys 7 or something amnesty, you know, Nigerians are reacting, which is right. My issue is this. It didn't start with these guys. I think this whole amnesty started with the administration granting amnesty to Niger Delta. But all of this, the government tend to overlook the victims. Now, let me try to keep to the BH guys. The government has never tried to address villages that were sacked.
No.
victims.
Yeah, why are they so concerned with the perpetrators?
One minute, listen. 1 minute, if you don't mind.
Yeah, continue, please.
Most of these victims have ended up in IGPs. Majority of them, or there are some IGPs that have been running for over 10 years.
Yeah.
When will the government deem it fit to go back to their communities? I understand government has decisions to make. But in all of this, have they tried to set up a gathering where they will hear the impact statement of these victims? Majority of the survival of the atrocities, the unaliving of these TT guys, they witnessed their loved ones taken out before their own very eyes. The government is not interested in hearing from the victims their pain, their trauma, their survival story, to document it. And again, these people are too dangerous. I do have
and they are not even really caring for the victims. It's not like they are really well cared for. You know, now that you speak of it, I'm beginning to think that the rationale behind it may be to offset that money they are expending in holding them, so that they can just release them, regardless of releasing them is like continuing the cycle of violence, but they would have saved that money they would have used to keep them, guide them, all those kind of things.
It's not just that. You see, in all honesty, our custodial system is zero to nothing. Most of these guys are too dangerous to release back to the society. Unfortunately, the military have described these guys as coming from the Operation Safe Corridor, that they voluntarily surrender themselves. But again, how were they profiled? I don't know. How were they categorized? I don't know. And in all of this, I strongly believe they can grant people amnesty, but not release them back to the society. Certain individuals are too dangerous. Nigeria has come to that point that we should have a holding facility where people would not see, they can see the sky, but from a
or even a holding city, if you may.
Not like a facility, just like call it Guantanamo Bay. Call it maybe some kind of prisons where they will be there, they will be fed, but the thing is, they would never find their way back into the society.
And especially not while the crisis is ongoing.
Yes, I agree. And not yet when the victims have never been addressed. Communities not yet rebuilt. Impact statement not heard. They need to make these people to sit face to face with the victims so they could see what they put them through.
Yeah.
And the government has not identified the kids that survived this thing and how not to allow this to occur. But again, honestly, this is my personal, thing, how I see it. Institutionally, we are challenged, and most of these officials tend to treat issues when they are not, part of the statistics, like the victims. And again, most of these guys, they need to profile them. That is where I stand. Not every one of them should go back. At least I could say the teenagers among them, the children, they profile them, trying to find out how deeply they were involved, roles they have played, those that have been part of unaliving of communities, don't let them back. If they want they don't want to unalive them, let them build a facility, just dump them there, lock it up, just, let them be dead. They should, at least, the minimum, they should stay behind that facility for 20 years before letting them back. You see, there's a reason American system operates in a certain rationale. Some dangerous criminals, they don't let them back when they still got the energy. They leave them behind iron bars till they are old enough that their strength cannot carry them to do anything. In recent times, I've seen where they've let people go that have stayed up to 60, 50 years. Most of them, even when they're as teenagers, they're coming out in their early 70s, early 80s, or from late 60s. But again, a system that don't want to, we're not data driven. They don't give
they don't have any moral sense of justice. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have any sense of justice, you, as a duty to your own self, how can you allow a perpetrator to go while you have never ever addressed the victim? Never ever taken any directed actions to the victims. Why will a government do that? Why is the military allowing this to go on? I don't understand.
Say for example now, how do they know if these guys are going to your friend? We don't have a data system in place where they will take their biodata, their fingerprint, their facial prints, everything, put in a system to ensure that they don't slip back into the cell and your friend.
And if they exactly, and if they say that they were abducted and all that, will they not be abducted again? The condition that were in place when they were abducted is even worse now. So they are even in a more serious position to be retaken and to continue.
Permit me to quickly interject. I'm sorry, sir. One thing with all this amnesty being granted to TT people is that if it were to be maybe the era has already finished, there's already peace, so you are not no more Boko Haram. Boko Haram is now a thing of the past. You now want to start maybe you want to talk to them. I can still understand. But the fact that Boko Haram is still on, the battle is still on, they are still crying our generals, people are crying. And the few ones that you've managed to arrest, they are now releasing. And you know what? There's what
such healthy young men that you can't even.
We're in Western world. PSTE, US, they're going to kind of afford the whole something. So you think the Nigerian government, they just kept these people for like 5-6 months, rehabilitate and release them to society. Do you know if it were to be in the UK that you and I belong to, there are some kind of job that these guys cannot. You can't release this guy to the society.
What rehabilitation did they do?
Nothing like this. Nothing like this. You just release this guy to the society to be mingling with. Okay, go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Permit me to interrupt you. When you are counting Senate Friday, will you, with due respect, remove America?
I beg you, man. No, if Baba Trumpet hear that one, now allow me they no go bomb us.
That did what he did is working so hard to remain in power for life. So when you are doing a counting Nigeria, will you, with due respect, add America in 2026, not America in 2024? Because if you do such things today, you won't be held accountable. And for everything, all those doctors that attended swearing in on January 20 last year, 90% of those pastors are already in Ga. Magano, I rest my case.
So a brother is writing here. He said Boko Haram has never decommissioned their weapons and ideology. Exactly our point. They have never decommissioned their ideology. They still have their weapons. The Basbos is still ongoing. And then you now bring back their fighters to them. Why? Like, why President Tinubu? Why would you do something like this?
It's not about the president. Honestly, the president relied on advice. I think one of the challenges we have is
a wrong move. My own is if they have not yet released them. If they have not yet released them, President Tinubu needs to stop it ASAP. Let them remain there.
1 minute. Let me explain. You see, this advice comes from mainly the NSA, NIA, and the top security architecture. I may be wrong, but you see the NSA, they need to make it all-encompassing of all tribes. The way I see it is dominated just by certain tribes. And when they make decisions, they tend to put their decision on a tribal level. Nigeria will have the resources. They can look for a portion of land somewhere. Even if it's going somewhere like, Bonny or some kind of place that have like seashores on top of the sea, build a facility in the middle of the water, like a batch. Put these guys here.
Abio, if they want to come outside in water, they go enter.
I am coming. I'm saying this, I'm coming from the picture of Guantanamo Bay. Put them there, at least hold them till everything dies down. Make them live in the same condition as those in the, what do you call it, in the IDPs. I mean, it hurts honestly. And why the victims are still in the IDPs? Why the victims are still in the IDPs living rough? They are releasing these guys back.
Look at them, well fed, looking good. No, that advice, the president needs to rescind it. In fact, those people in that office that's giving all this kind of advice, they need to retire them. The president should come and employ me. I will give him better advice. What is that one now? That one doesn't make any sense at all. In a fact, there's ongoing. Yeah. Those ones are there. Those ones they are looking to create more insecurity in the north to use it as a point, like our sister was saying. Maybe most likely, because what is this? It doesn't make sense. There's nobody that is thinking with their mind in the right way that will be going. I hope they have not already released them. They need to leave them there.
Wait, I don't even know because I don't date. If this is the topic we are talking, what do you remember? You remember when I accused these state governors, and that was when Nnamdi was coming up. All of them were working so hard. It was about the security vote. It was not about sanity. It was not about peace. So if they don't release these guys, how is the stability? And then there is stability in their states. Those 1 trillion they get for security votes, how is it going to come?
Yes, so the president needs to take that kind of thing into consideration. Maybe that's a blind spot that none of them is looking at. So they need to look at it.
The beneficiary, in that if there is a stable situation where if he's governing a stable society, people will start questioning not him, not each other, but him. They have to create that chaotic situation so that, remember, when there's always going to be somebody to blame. And the least person that want to be being on the blaming table is the government. How do they uphold the fact that I and you keep blaming each other without accountability from their side? Is to let the society be in chaos like it is.
Yeah, but if that, I mean, it wouldn't be in the interest of the president. So he should be in a place to recognize that, or not.
That is, if you are voting for him, is the reason he's in power. That is, if your welfare is the agenda and the bargaining in the election, that's in his agenda, that it is his agenda of a to-do list. If your welfare, yes. I have told you now, in 2026, I have become 10 times older than I was. When a country can just go to Ira to distract people from accountability. You don't simply, are you not getting that picture?
Yeah. It's incredible. And like, there's this song that Fela used to sing, Zomi. Like, I would just be looking at all this in the like that. So just like that, they'll follow the command without looking back, like, I say, hey, now wow.
Even if we lose contact today, one thing I will take away from you is this. If you see somebody fixated on a topic that is not posing threat to that person is probably confessing their secret life. And then I also learned from you that if you are kind of fixated on a topic for too long, you start mirroring it if you are not living that life. I also learned from you that just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it. So, as in, you know the truth. You don't have to come and you tell people the truth, but don't carry microphone and start screaming it. Lesson I learned from speaking vocal about their fraud is knowing the truth and speaking up for everything holy. Not be this in Nnamdi Kanu. The Mosaic nature shook me to my bone.
The people that are singing that is the another savior want to came here and started their speech with anybody that see evil and call it good. And that guy is so blinded by his own hate, it's unbelievable.
I don't know who posted that video this morning. The video where Onyendu was saying that he doesn't believe in forgiveness.
Yeah, the video, I have it here, Seth.
I don't know who posted it. Onyendu said that anybody that comes I was shocked. And people were so mesmerized. No onye biro ya mgbaghara esi ebe ahụ gburu ya isi. Onye sị na onweghị ihe nwoke a mere. Ndị niile Nnamdi Kanu na-eti mgburu isi ka ha si egbu ndị ha gburu mgburu isi. 90% of ndị ha gburu gịnị? Mgburu isi. I don't understand how he is so innocent. Yet everything that his boys have done align with the script Nnamdi Kanu wrote online for years. Yet he did nothing wrong. I don't blame them. Anyway, I don't blame them. I said what I said and I mean what I said. Every other country they developed. Nnamdi Kanu ga na-eche mbosi a ga-egbu ya. Agara hin ebe a na-agagharị achọ. Ọ ga-eme exhaust appeal. Of course, they will give him the due process. Ọ ga-eme exhaust appeal ya. But he will never be a victim in any country minus Nigeria. Because somehow, somewhere, someday, somebody will come and say he's a victim. Take my word for it. The victim of the crime he committed. Don't in Nigeria that you can commit a crime and still be the victim. And in America in 2026, you commit a crime and be the victim.
You know, life is just not fair, honestly. Life is just not fair.
Emma, I used to be too bold and say Senna climate. Notice I sparingly use that word today.
You know, and when I'm telling people, like, you know, when I'm always trying to nuance anything they are bringing up and say, hey, like I'm trying to, they will say, shut up, yeah, all this one Nigerian people, or this one Nigerian. You know, if you have lived enough in the West, you will see the nuance. No, yeah.
You have at least a decade here one day. And I have lived through 4 presidents. Boy, three presidents. Girl, can I tell you something? I have seen the clarity of the dissing for what it is. Also, here with them is that nothing but chaos. That's all the chaos may road. If you go to some of their pastors' offices, how do you repeat or gaputan the correct? How do you repeat agent orange the correct? Emanandi one thousand as a whole only send to North Korea. I'm not joking. I have seen IPOB making video now by Action Man, not with the president. I have seen video like that. I'm not making it up. I'm not Ghana president for any video. Come on, tell me behind a video now where a poor man or do you see hatcher. But I got on your agent orange, ye burocho janonsi. Can they matter happy with the DNA? Hana, why no would you see hatcher now? What Alanda Fuala, him na Boha Alanda Fuala, huh? Oh, no, to a gade. Only see her go a poor man, came to get me. I mean, let's say, don't mean I'm not going to the Gamoka. I'm not going to lie. We lost a whole generation to this madness. And it doesn't bother the leaders. When I bother the leaders, that is Professor Soludo. You know how we do about it upon a bill. My dear, I am not a homo. I'm not a phobic of anybody's identity. But I know how we do about it. I can't hold up Behara.
Anyway, okay.
But I can never have issue with it because it doesn't hurt another person. It is his life.
Okay, so anyway, while we are at it, I want to share this video. Like, this video is showing also. I don't know if you people can see the video. Is it coming out? When I take it close, is it coming out? This is also, you can see that the places are empty, they are deserted. So like when I keep saying that these places are deserted, I'm not making it up. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it still?
Yeah,
empty. Empty. So, so now, you know what, when they are talking about, there are these points they keep talking about marginalization. Now, these people that ran away from their communities, where are they? Every state in Nigeria gets their own allocation.
They fine-tune the narrative that more Nigerian military chopper, or haven't you heard that?
So I saw a video today, and this lady was talking about the economy of the like how the Southeast are doing much better. They are richer than all other regions in Nigeria, and that the only thing that is holding them back is Nigeria. You know, and I don't understand such arguments. That video got a lot of views. But if you ask me, I struggle with it, because assuming it's not, I'm not saying that everybody is not trying or something like that, but there's a way they give this narration, and you begin to wonder, like, okay, but there are a higher number of Igbo people outside of Igbo land than any other region or ethnic group in Nigeria. So it doesn't add up when they make such statements. Let me play it for you.
You don't know the concept of lying to yourself and believing your own life. That's why you look closely to those type of
wait.
human development.
So just wait.
If you look closer, Nigeria is ranked among the lowest human development index. But if you look closer, there is a pocket of prosperity that doesn't make sense.
So I don't know if you heard what she said. She said Nigeria is ranked. So let me play it again so you can hear.
Nigeria is ranked among the lowest human development index. But if you look closer, there is a pocket of prosperity that doesn't make sense. The Igbo heartland has an HDI of 0.701. That is higher than South Africa, higher than Gabon. So why is it being dragged down by a national average of 0.548? The solution isn't more federal aid. It is removing the barriers, because we were already performing at a continental level while being hindered. Imagine what happens when you are finally free. The multidimensional.
Like, I don't know. Is it true? Can this be true?
The answer to your question is that self-praise is no praise.
No, I mean, I'm trying to say, he said in the Southeast heartland, you know. So like, but when we look at the how will I put it now, like this static sense, we look at the output, the economy, how much was generated in the regions. I believe the one of the Southeast is among the lowest. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is the statistics I've seen.
Reality. You are not living a sugar-coated world where words are said to make you feel good.
Yeah, because if she said like the Igbo on average, because then it's a different conversation, because then they are spread across the Nigerian metropole. Yeah.
Let me say this thing. At this point, if they're going to make this argument, they should make it legit. It would be safe to say if that is the case, because every country's culture is depicted in their movie. If you watch them, you will see naturally but when Nigerian movie industry became a thing.
All right, let me continue. So,
while the giants of African slaves, the Igbo heartland ranked top on the entire continent for poverty resistance. That is not law. That is a system that works. While the whole world screams for STEM, we have mastered the sociology of wealth. With the Iwaboye system and our community unions, we are doing what the central government is not doing, which is building a floor that no one falls through. But here is the reality. We don't need seaports to see the world. We don't need federal budgets to build a powerhouse. We need to look inward from independent power grid to a global digital economy. The Igbo part is not about asking for a seat at the table. It's about building our own mansion. The data is clear. Our prosperity is internal, but our poverty is imported by a system that doesn't serve us. The question is not how do we save a falling nation. The
question is, how much longer do we need to afford to carry this? If the Igbos were not tethered to a 0.548 average, we won't just be good for sub-Saharan Africa. We would be challenging the top 5 spots on the entire continent. We are outperforming sovereign nations by having our hands tied. Imagine the explosion of growth when we finally stop waiting for permission and start building for ourselves. Nigeria is...
So, like, I mean,
Blessed. Let me summarize this propaganda in one sentence. When I was leaving, she mentioned our source came from our Weboy and the Weboy system, right? The whole honesty is that that system is almost dead in 2026, first. Secondly, as of 2010.
Why is it dead? Why is it dead?
That Weboy system is dead because the world is evolving, the world is growing. For instance, when I was born, when I became an adult, what I knew was taxi. When I came to this country, what they had was yellow cab. In 2026, Uber, Lyft, whatever you can, replace them. Because why you have to call on the phone and wait for somebody to schedule you with yellow cab? You will use the app in your phone to schedule these ones. Book in advance, cancel when you don't want to ride and everything. The world is advancing. So, in a world that has transitioned to technology, somebody is still marketing the Weboy system as a sustainable growth. Well, I leave you that question for the viewers.
Well, it can go hand in hand. I don't know. I think that's not the point.
No, bless her. She was absolutely right.
No, wait, let me finish.
Okay.
Secondly, when I was leaving the shores of Umahi, I never met Chibebere transport, but it made name for itself in the 80s. By the time I was leaving, all I was showed was a white garage house overgrown by grasses. They said that was Chibebere transport. I also knew about another place where my cousin said he helped raise them. That my uncle came here in 1982. The man that sponsored him, he said his name is Osondo. He had a bottling company. He had a transportation company. In 2010, that Osondo was non-existent. I left Nigeria Nigeria for Lagos, and the young shall grow motor. Today, I do not think that the young shall grow motor is still doing well. So I said all these things to support my claim that why our system tends to be sustainable when the world is still analog. In 2026, a Yoruba man owns the highest safe cash transfer app in Nigeria versus people carrying money in the bank and being Hoshi on their way to important this thing. I said all these things to say, blessed them, self-praise is no praise. Ideologies like this are what bettered what Nnamdi Kanu spewed and supported by people that believe that Nnamdi Kanu is the Messiah. I do not think that people who must go and live in the north, live in the west, live in the south, for them to be able to make a living are richer than the people they are living in their domain. Otherwise, Tony Elumelu is not a true Igbo man. He is from Igbo Niger Delta.
All right. Let's move the mic a little bit. Paparazzi, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, just to support what she has said. Especially, we live in a digital world.
Exactly.
The person that made this video, she may be ignorant that the person who designed the interstellar banking app that made banking and revolutionized banking, made banking easy in Nigeria is a Yoruba guy.
Okay.
Today, you see, most of the cabbies today in Nigeria, I'll say for Lagos and Port Harcourt, you just bought a car, they just mention their OPay number, you pay them straight away. OPay has eased, business transaction, e-commerce, and this person forget, like, we live in a world today where there's so much genius in play, where people just design a platform that will take over like one boy, buying and selling, and just take the commission.
Jumia that belongs to Yoruba guy, for instance.
Thank you.
Jumia does not have a store in Alaba International Market. What Jumia sells is what you trade and import from China. And he's sitting in his computer, put his commission, and send it.
For example,
can you let him continue and finish? We are listening to him. We are listening to you. Wait a minute, please. Thank you.
Okay. Now, say for example, if I could have that, where to host a website and everything. I can just have, an online platform where people buy and sell. A good example again, Billboard. He has so many payment platforms where people can do from topping up their energy bill to electricity to gift card and everything. That my sister that made that video, she still needs to elevate her thought and worldview. The world is moving digital. I do understand, that one boy system, but as she looked at the disadvantage, it has killed the thinking capacity of the average one boy person. There's no special skill in buying and selling. Just that we are, kind of people that goes into people's spaces to establish anything from A to Z, trade. It's just buying and selling. There's no specialty in it. And at the end of the day, somebody gives 7 years, 10 years, how much do they get settled? Peanut or nothing? Does it grow that person, ability to think outside of the box? The answer is no. I'm not saying,
yeah, but that's just one aspect of the claim she made. There are other claims in that place when she's saying that they could become the like they would develop, they would do so many things, And I would like to ask, what is stopping it now? Like, is it really Nigeria that is stopping the further development, Because she just mentioned that one as one aspect in the video. Let me replay the video.
The lowest human development index. But if you look closer, there is a pocket of prosperity. The Igbo heartland has a HDI of 0.701. That is higher than South Africa, higher than Gabon. So why is it being dragged down by a national average of 0.548? The solution isn't more federal aid. It is removing the barriers. Because when you are already performing at a continental level while being hindered, imagine what happens when you are finally free. Look at the multidimensional poverty index. While the giant of African slaves, the Igbo heartland ranks top on the entire continent for poverty resistance. That is not flawed. That is a system that works. While the whole world screams for steady, we have mastered the sociology of wealth. With the Iwaboye system and our community unions, we are doing what the central government is not doing, which is building a floor that no one falls through. But here is the reality. We don't need seaports to see the world. We don't need federal budgets to build a powerhouse. We need to look inward from independent power grid to a global digital economy. The Igbo part is not about asking for a seat at a table. It's about building our own mansion. The data is clear. Our prosperity is internal, but our poverty is imported by a system that doesn't serve us. The question is not how do we save a falling nation. The question is how much longer do we need to afford to carry this? If the Igbos were not tethered to a 0.548 average, we wouldn't just be good for sub-Saharan Africa. We would be challenging the top 5 stores on the entire continent. We are outperforming sovereign nations by having our hands tied. Imagine the explosion of growth when we finally stop waiting for permission and start building for ourselves.
So who is holding their hand and what is stopping this aspect? No. I want to discuss the point she raised.
Is Igbo boy part of building human capital development? Because she understands what human capital development is.
That's one aspect of it. That's why I replayed it. She said that they are holding them and they could build power grids and they could develop to the point that they will be vying for the first five across the globe. The question is, why is it not happening?
Because that woman knows the truth, but just chose to put a narrative that will give her, to put a clickbait out there. And of course, he said it because he just replayed her now. Exactly before.
No, it's not about replaying it, because I want us to discuss the points she raised, and Igbo boy is just one of it.
Wait, my blessed, let me ask you this. Igbo boy was one, no, the bargaining chief she even led on the table is Igbo boy. And from that Eba boy comes how we are going to build the next world, the next this thing. Yeah, but that was the only point she raised. The only means to the end. You understand?
Okay.
The only road to our fence is that Eba boy.
Let me just take my video. Let me know some device stuff.
Okay.
Mr. President, I'll use a country like India as my example, then I use the mic. India now, Mumbai is known for technology, right? And not as if they are home or native to anything. What they did, what the Indian government do, they have institutions like Tech Hub where they train their citizens. To all sorts of soft skills. And today, majority of the companies in Europe, America are becoming big teams, where many companies today are moving their soft skill from architecture, application, software development, cyber security, including HR, account payable. They are moving them to India. What they do, they go there, they set up what they call the global delivery centers, including BT, most call centers. That is what I call human capital development. In India as well, I can't remember the name of this city. It's like they are known for medical tourism. Where when you see most people, like people from Nigeria, they say they are going for treatment. It's not just any city in India. There's a particular city. We don't have that in our league. And nothing is stopping us, not Nigeria. Rather, we have never had technocrats in place. Say, for example, now, we've had this conversation, okay, like during OKZ Bazo time, he said he was taking some shoemakers to China to learn how to manufacture shoes and vice versa. They open up a shoe plant and this. Where is that? Zero. That money has gone. The same OKZ Bazo promised Ndabia that it was open up, it's going to open up like industrial village. That industrial village is audio, but that money is gone. Now,
yeah, exactly.
I am coming. Abba is known for sewing. You have Photograph, Mark and Spencer, Zara. I'm not talking about the high brand like M&S. These brands that are not so expensive. You have them have their production centers in places like Bangladesh, Vietnam, India. Why don't we have them in Nigeria? Moreover, within our space, it's off. Alarm. It's off. Within our space, we don't have it. So these are the challenges. When she talks about building the power plant, it's as if it's native to us. Everything from scratch to finish will be imported. We rely on foreign partners to help us do this. So when they make these claims, they put it as if that this is native to us, as if from the first cable to the last metal that will be used for this power plant will be produced in our place. We don't even have the scale. If we have to import steel locally, we have to be looking at a Jakarta steel.
Yeah, so the conclusion is here. Like the thing is, these are the underlying pseudoscience that is fueling this agitation and giving them the notion that Nigeria is holding them back. That's the point I wanted us to go to, because like of course it's good to dabble into each one of them, but like if you look at it more,
that everything Biafra was live from inception, right?
Yeah, I understand, but when they like this person is giving this kind of producing this kind of video and putting up that kind of what looks like a data. But it is not even incongruent with the data available in Nigeria. So where did she get that data from? So it is giving that illusion that if not that you are in Nigeria, you would be like number 5 globally. Like the whole Nigeria is holding you down. And that the Southeast heartland has the highest GDP. That like these are not in how will I put it, in tandem with the statistics that is on ground, factual one in Nigeria.
Yes, Adam. Permit me to.
So, like, when they push this narrative and say they need to be left alone and freed, you now ask them, okay, if this is attainable, what is holding it? Because the governors, the states are autonomous. They could actually do so much if they want. Take, for instance, what is going on in Lagos. Lagos politicians went abroad and saw how their transportation system is working, and they think they can achieve it, and they have started achieving it bit by bit. You know, the way they put it to heart so much about all the crime going on in the north, not that it shouldn't be taken to heart. The way they put it to heart and point out all the things that is going on in the north, I did not see one post of them talking about the rolling out of the red line in Lagos. And if you go to Lagos, they have a majority of them, they are living in Lagos, competing with the ethnic indigenes of that area.
I don't know if you know that the state government has condensed their own power plant, 4,000 megawatts.
That's what I'm saying. Like all these things are achievable within Nigeria. Nigeria have given the states are like countries of their own within Nigeria. The only thing that the states don't have right now is their own police force.
Blessed no more. If you are going to approach videos like this, I would have approached it in a way that making demystifying the lies hidden in those kind
yeah, that's what I want us to do, but you didn't let me. Now you were, that's what I wanted us to do. Like, take this point, take the point, and say break it down and let them see. That is if they will. Well, definitely they don't want to agree. They will just say, "Oh, you are anti-Igbo," but it's for us to look at it like, is there truth in it?
No, they say you are an anti-Igbo. Do you know I take being anti-Igbo to credit because it means I still have my thinking cap on? That's what I feel happy knowing that I'm anti-Igbo because it makes me know I still reason at least. Look at Lord, somebody mentioned for instance.
Thank you so much. It's just like on TikTok now. When I mention wife as a guest, they say, at least that shows I don't join your bandwagon. I can think independently for myself. I have a mind of my own. And I don't roll with this ethnic sentiment. What about it? I don't roll with it.
As a matter of fact, I actually feel sorry for Igbo men that still have their thinking cap because they are a target.
Get it? The people that listen to that woman's narrative, they didn't ask themselves why was Bill Lord not stopped. The only legal challenge Bill Lord has ever faced in his life was going to copyright his enemy and his enemy getting back at him. Yes, Nigeria gave him a sweetheart pampering deal. He was released on bond on self-recognizance. It means we know you well enough to take yourself and bail. We do not need anybody to bail you. They don't. It doesn't serve because that is not what they want.
In the history of Nigeria, only few politicians have been granted that.
And in the history of Nigeria, thank you, Henry.
Which means they value more than Malami. Malami need to go and bring the shorty.
Good evening, BC. You're welcome.
Look, let me tell you, until we all make up our mind and decide what we want. Me personally, I'm upset. I'm annoyed with my state government. And if I have Ujuju, that man no go wake up tomorrow.
I think I'll beg you. They say if wishes are horses now, that make all these juju sons, they fear me.
There's no party in Nigeria that knows that man is a sister celebrant. As close as that, my state is close to Lagos State.
Is it a dancing governor?
No, Ogun. In fact, I'm even surprised that Ogun has not cashed out with such a close proximity to Lagos,
As a leader, there is a young black brother that said, Any house that he has peace, that is peaceful, the bastard in that house has not grown up. The bastard in Ogun State are growing up and we are seeing them.
So the leadership in Africa is structured in a way that the people will be fighting, because if we are not,
my annoyance with that man is that guy is visionless, that guy is a Mongol.
You know the thing about political viewpoints is like the thing is the way you are seeing it now. Another person will come from Ogun State and they will totally adore him and adulate him. You know.
Another man, part of his era.
This is my sister. You have to less than 1 minute. You see the problem we have in Nigeria. I want Nigeria to return back to the system we had in the 60s, where every region or state go and fight yourself.
But
let them stop. I am coming. You see, one of the challenges, people don't understand how lazy our governors and politicians are. Most of them sit back. I am coming. Most of them sit back. 1 minute, 1 minute. Since they started sharing this oil revenue, nobody's doing anything. They just go to sleep. God. They are waiting to go to.
It's not even that they are not doing anything. They are not even doing the like. How did it come to be acceptable in Nigeria that primary schools are not built, that secondary schools are not built and maintained, that there are no markets that are in good condition, that like there's nothing going on, honestly.
That man has a vision. People can be living in Ogun State and working in Lagos State.
I'm telling you.
Do you know that you are not the man is not the first governor of that state?
He's the most useless one so far.
No.
Don't tell me I'm a leader of Ogun State. Please don't tell me that though.
Since I've been saying now the politicians get the vex, not be me and you. Now I ask you.
I get vex because that man is questioning Ogun State has never had it better. Wait, the amount of money that the federal government is giving Ogun State, I'm telling you, that man is
What is the name of the governor in Ogun State?
They call her
I don't know it.
They call her There is no party they do in Nigeria that you not see that man.
And is he under APC?
He's APC.
Sister,
he's APC. I'm one of the people that say APC must not give him that. He's dragging the senatorial tickets. Daniel.
Sister, I ask this question now. Did his predecessors build road, build infrastructure? He came and demolished them.
He abandoned everything that the predecessors did.
I asked, did he demolish them?
He abandoned everything. Like before the last one handover.
One thing, the beautiful thing about Nigerians that I've known, at least I became adult in Nigeria, the beautiful thing about Nigeria I know is that Nigerians have good maintenance culture to where if you actually put
I said my governor abandoned
and people are living here, they will not tear those buildings down. I am not saying your governor is nice. I'm only telling you that he is recycling a cycle that has been in place. It's just that this is the opportunity you got very close to see them. Whatever
this one, the most annoying thing Ogun State has in terms of money coming into Ogun State has never had it better. The amount of money that man is collected, if you see the amount, you know, most annoying, you know, this autonomy, local government autonomy, the man is not allowed the local government money to go into the local government. So that
like every other governor, did you
no, every other government. So, let me tell you, you know what I call my governor? Governor 2.5 kilometer by 2 lanes. My governor only do to pass 2 lanes. One going, one coming, 2.5 kilometer. Any road that pass 2.5 kilometer, my governor only do them. You go where local government chairman they do, councillor they do for Lagos. Now my governor go do come park Ribi. The system where go take cost the Ribi said. Now import the system go long pass like Posse Adelabu. If you see the big system where go take cost the Ribi of 2.5 kilometer road to. Hey, Chineke name. That man, only God will judge that man. I went to Abeokuta. Look, August, the road network is so bad. Lagos State, they know Agbado station. Agbado station, the Lagos State builder, and that station enter Ogun State. If we have a visionary governor, you're supposed to connect that red line from that Agbado station to inside Ogun. One will branch at Ota side, linking to Agbara to come and connect blue line in Badagry.
Anyway, while we are speaking, I just say let me be showing them the Lagos rail line for the people that are contributing money.
I don't even talk that one. No, let's set up hypertension.
No, you know the Southeasterners, they're only bent on destruction, agitation, fight Nigeria. If Nigeria is not holding them, they are the one developed and all of this. But it's their mate that went abroad and saw all this thing and came and built it too. But they are contributing money, rallying young men to go and be buying inside bush, buying people. As we are talking, it is still ongoing.
I think that one in the community. Because when something is going bad, you did not stem it down right from the outset. When they think the tentacles won't be able to control it, it's the elders that fail. Because when people want to start this madness in Southwest, they tell me, because me, in my own honesty, how can I, a graduate, be following Igboho? You follow Igboho, drop out. I don't know his left from his right. When Igboho was being used as a hooligan to fight for his boss political enemy, I wasn't there. So when their going was not good again, he now jump on Yoruba, something bad dragon. We all know that gimmick. If somebody want to lead us, not be one illiterate who can lead us. That is one thing. That is what we all know. Like, nobody should use us as a political bargaining chips. That's why I have issue with my state governor. I grew up in Lagos. I see what Lagos State is doing. And I was said in that matter, even if you don't get brain to write exam, at least you go do copy. Make me see what
do you know that in the Southeast, they don't even have bus line that is running within the metro city, like the capital cities. Like something like in Okana, there's supposed to be a metro line in buses at least. At least if train no green them build, at least make them get bus lines that will be running in different.
But where there is no peace now.
Yeah, but you know, because when they are spewing that they would have done this, they would have done that. Nigeria is holding them. That Nigeria need to break for them to now release them. Nigeria is holding their leg, is holding their eye, is only their hand to shoot gun that Nigeria did not hold. But you know. No, those ones are private now. I mean metro buses. No, it's not the same. My sister, see, in the cities, when you have a no, we that live in Europe, we understand it better. Every city, every country, we have buses that is going to different areas continuously from 12 to 12, maybe in the whole day. So if you are going maybe from Oka to another part of the within the city there, if you are going in Owerri, they will have a metro line transporting people within the Owerri metropole, run by the state government. They will have the same thing in Aba. This one now, Lagos is showing a train. You know, they started with BRT buses, you know. So I don't know why these people feel so determined to buy people.
Our state governors is getting the allowance that is befitting Imo State. Soludo is getting around Brown. Roger is getting, what's the name of the one in Abia? Everybody's getting.
Do you know that the period that Kano was ranting all over the place, not one mention of Aba and Abia State was in the worst state ever. He never ever mentioned, they never took their agitation to that state and say, let's even start with getting this state in order. Hold this man accountable. Where is the money? Instead, the man will go to his house, give them money, buy them car. The Aba was in the worst state ever. You could see the people, like the water will be on their neck. No major road, plantain, banana was growing on major roads. Like, you understand, like if you are passing major road, you won't know, like once there used to be a road there, people would just put their goods on the major road because it's so dilapidated, nobody is passing through there, no road.
One thing is, I'll break the Nigerian government and the institutions for that nonsense. That anyhowness that we don't give a shit about rule of law, about doing things orderly. Until Nigeria is serious, we need to be serious. Our agencies, me and you, we are employed in that offices until we start doing our job as it's supposed to be. If somebody did something, there is a law. Nigeria has some of the best law on the book, but to practice that was the problem.
Yeah.
Because I don't see. Look, I show you
getting where we are coming from now. I don't try to go and renew your international passport in Nigeria embassy. You will notice that the immigration officer who had a job of salaried job of printing that passport is looking at you to give him something. Or
in which place? In which country?
In Nigeria.
I will tell you that. Look, I've found a lot of people online. Let me tell you, we the Nigerians, I was on a group. I don't want to mention the name of the group. I see somebody saying, "Do you know anybody that can help me with the national passport?" And I said, "Look, everybody." Some people are telling him, "You don't need anybody's connection. Go online. It's very straightforward these days online." Do you see on that place? Somebody was like, "I know somebody that can help you." Like, most Nigerians, let me tell you, we are the problem. Most of us.
All right, let's try and move the mic. We have other people here. We have a GUV product. He's been here for a while. Halfway, he's been here for a long time. Baba J has been quiet, unapologetic or something. I don't know. I can't read it. Yeah. I don't know who wants to take the mic. Caesar, I agree to, yeah. I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear. I don't even know where to start.
We have been going from here to here, yeah.
So I don't even know where to start.
Please start from this. Nigeria is holding Southeast development.
Okay, Nigeria is holding Southeast development. You know this. Some people, you know this data of things. Anybody can pick up data from anywhere and use it to do one video claiming Nigeria is holding Southeast development. Holding this Southeast development, we have state governors, 5 state governors of the Southeast. How many of them have done a landmark project? Like when I mean a landmark, not tiring to they say they've done 4-kilometer road and all the rest. No, we're talking about landmark project, electricity, connecting with rails. As our sister here is talking about state, at least the Southwest governors have been sitting. Like this year alone, they've sat up to 2 times. I see them. We see them in the news. Since 2023, how many times have our Southeast governor sat down and planned for the development of the Southeast? How many times? We have Southeast governors. We see what the Southwest governors are doing with there's this Odua Investment Corporation, this company. Yes, they oversee these things. Now, what do the Southeast, even though we don't know how far they've gone, but at least they've put in, they are doing 1 or 2 efforts. It may be slow, but at least they are doing something. Now we have Southeast governor. How many times have they come together to sit down to plan how we can move Southeast as an economy forward? But all we are hearing is that the Nigerian government, tell me what other states are getting that the Southeast governors are not getting. Tell me what other senators are getting that the Southeast senators are not getting. That is why I have problem with all this IPOB of the issue. And like that event that was held by Anambra State Governor at what is it called, at London the other day, when they were asking him stupid questions. What are you doing about the releasing Nnamdi Kanu? Number 2 question, what are you doing about Udogachi? Did they ask about how they will develop Anambra? Did they ask about how they will bring investors into Anambra? Did they ask about what do we do to raise remove the multidimensional poverty in Anambra? What they are talking about is how to do you see stupid people
create employment,
behaving, create employment. People that have gone abroad and see how a country is being run. The only thing they are talking, nothing. They don't bring anything. That's why anything IPOB brings to the table is destruction.
They don't bring anything. That's why they will contribute millions of dollars for their leader. And not till now, somebody is crying about $300 that he contributed for now. They can bring that same money. Let us develop Southeast. They will never do that. But if you tell them to bring money for Biafra, what are they using the money for Biafra to do? Nothing. Now, you said Nigerian government is limiting you. Nigerian government, when there's insecurity, why the Southwest is getting a kind of investors in their place? See, even Ogun State, I don't want to join issues with our sister, but I know that Ogun State is getting investors. Yes, investors are coming into Ogun. Even some people are moving away from Lagos and entering into Ogun State, like the boundary between Lagos and Ogun State, to build factories. But I don't want to talk about what the governor is doing in Ogun State because I'm not there. I don't know. But if it's other communities around Ogun State, yes, I pass through Ogun State, Sango and the rest, and the play by beggar. Those places are desert, like there's no Ogun State government presence there, but be it as it's made, that is that. Now, we have Igbos, like our people, living in Lagos, living in Southwest, doing business legitimately. Now, and you're saying that you are caged. The federal government is not helping you. Is it not the same tax that you are paying that Goshen is paying or other tribes are paying? What have you tried to do what have you tried to do in the Southeast that you're like the federal government say you cannot do it because you are an Igbo man? These same people talking about federal government is holding them. Big Lord, we don't want to talk about what he's doing, but Big Lord is in Oka building a company on his own. They didn't see that one. Has the federal, if not because of this issue he had with the VDM, he have been running his business and doing perfectly. He's still doing perfectly well. His case with EFCC, EFCC didn't find anything on him, so we have to say that he's not guilty as charged. So if Big Lord can stay in Oka doing his business and doing very well, how can you now say that? See, let me tell you.
Yeah, Julia, kindly summarize, please. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So why you still want to say that Lagos is the tech economy of Nigeria is because they've created an avenue where people will be able to thrive. And if you have insecurity in your region, nobody will come and invest in you can't be carrying guns and sacking villages, sacking communities away, and do you think they don't see these things? So how do you think that FDI or FPI flows into an economy or into a region? It's when there's security in the country. And let me say one more last thing about this Biafra of 18. It's built on lies. It's built on blackmail. It's built on propaganda. If you were on that live with Ikenga when Uchemefo came, he said something. He said after they went to visit the UN, they dropped their documents that Nigerian government were persecuting them and all whatnot. They said they got a feedback that they cannot act on this, that there was no systematic evidence to show that you people are being victimized. That's systematic. And he explained it. He said systematic means an ongoing violence or marginalization on a particular group of people. But do you know what these people did? They didn't come out to say it or to tell their people that this is the feedback we got from UN. But what we heard was that they went to submit documents in UN. UN is going to give us
UN is coming.
UN is going to be. That was the first time I was hearing the results of that visit. Even Uchemefo, I'm not sure he said this. He has said this thing anywhere before. You understand that kind of thing? That was the first time that I was hearing that they got a reply.
Yeah.
So that is it.
Yeah,
Thank you very
thank you
much.
so much. Thank you. Let's move the mic. Who wants to take the mic? Let's go around so that I can close. You know, it's Monday tomorrow.
Speaking on that woman,
yeah,
who said this thing, from every indication, we can now see that the world have moved beyond one boy system. One of the most upcoming Igbo people in terms of wealth today is that Lord of a guy. Not because of his one boy system, but because he digitalized his adventures in a world that is living in a digital age. We cannot be talking of analog. When I was in Imo State University, that was during the time of Asari Dokobo. A lecturer said, when you are choosing a project topic, choose a topic that is topical. He said, by topicality, I mean, we can't be talking about air robbery in the era of kidnapping. Your topic will be outdated because that was when this one was emerging. So that woman was living in the era of air robbery when we are already.
They are just pushing propaganda. They are just pushing propaganda.
They lie to themselves. One thing that makes Biafra thrive is that they lie to themselves so much and start making that lie look like the truth.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, we have somebody on our midst here, unapologetic or something. I can't read it.
I'll read it for you if you don't mind.
Okay.
It's unapologetic Omoluabi.
Okay. Okay, let's hear your thoughts.
Thank you. Shut up. Don't start.
I beg you, Mokuna no fight to Ejo.
She's my sister.
Okay.
Can you go ahead? Let's hear from you. I was strolling by. I picked her voice and I stopped by. And I was angry with what she was saying. And that's why I request to come.
Okay.
I am not one who takes consolation in mediocrity.
Okay.
But I don't shy away from the fact that when someone is not working, we should, because of one or two things, when we are criticizing a government, we should, because of one or two things that we are not happy about, not talk about the good things that this government had done. We should be balancing our criticism. Yeah, in terms of road infrastructures, the governor of Ogun State has not done creditably well. But Missy, you will remember 2 weeks ago, an airport was commissioned in Ogun State. I think last week, Air Peace was negotiating to start flying from there. It is this same governor that inherited that empty land and has constructed the airport that has now been commissioned, that is ready to start flying cargoes, agro cargoes in and out of Nigeria. That's an achievement that when you are balanced, when you are criticizing him, you should learn to balance your criticism. Yes, you are right. Our proximity to Lagos should mean people should live in Ogun State and work in Lagos, and which does happen. My last visit to Nigeria in December, I wasn't in Nigeria State. I was in Mowe. Mowe is Ogun State, and I was commuting from Mowe to Lagos every now and then. Please fact check me.
Is there a state-run transportation system like we have in Lagos in Ogun?
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that, Blessedom. I just want to conclude with the Ogun State thing before I go into the Southwest arrangement situation. Right. All right. I'll just drop that. Now, let me just go into... Okay, before I go, I want to put this out and I want to be fact-checked. Presently, Ogun State is on record that Ogun State is the largest industrialized state in Nigeria. And this is credit to the current governor. Check the internally generated revenue of Ogun State. How much was it they were generating when it came in 2000 and how much they are generating now? I don't want to go into that, but it's doing well in that area. It might not be doing well in terms of road infrastructure, but let's balance our criticism of him. Now, coming to now, since I'm here, I might as well do all that. To your topic itself, we are straying in Nigeria and all that. The federal government had commissioned Regional Development Commission, and each Regional Development Commission was given a start-off grant of about 100 million naira. It's not a lot of money, but it's something to start with.
Blessed, with your permission, please. Can I ask him? You said coming to our topic. I will be glad if you can tell us our topic, please. Since you said coming to our topic, I'll be glad if you can tell us. I think not you, Blessed. No. Not you. I'm talking to the speaker.
No, I think it was what we were talking about when he was passing or when he was scrolling that he's talking about.
Yeah. If it's going to be now putting me on a hot seat or something, it's not an intelligent.
No, we have a topic. Hold on.
I don't join issues, all right?
Unapologetic Omoluabi, we have a topic here, and according to you, you said coming back to the topic. So that's why I'm asking that's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you. What is our topic?
He doesn't know. That's why he met for discussing. Let him.
No. And he shouldn't have said. No. Hold on.
Okay, so you want to base it on semantics now?
Not semantics. No, he said coming back to the topic.
Oh well, you want me to talk about
anyway? No. See, wait. Let's. I would like to hear your thoughts on what we started with about granting amnesty to these terror people that just happened a couple of days ago. That's where we started, and then it went into other things, including, what is holding development in the Southeast here. So you can.
I didn't even hear the amnesty thing.
I know.
I heard about the Southeast. Marginalization and all that.
Yeah, I heard. I understand.
I presume was the topic you guys were.
I understand. So like when he's only asking because he said coming back to our topic. So he's trying to say, okay, you don't know the topic, so like something.
Okay, that's good. I'm not a supporter of granting amnesty to anybody who had picked up arms against the nation.
Yeah.
And like I always say, the problem, and this will, a lot of people might not agree with me about this, but I'm going to say.
No, I agree with you. I'm also of the same opinion.
I keep saying the problem, the problem, I mean, the situation in the Southeast as of today is Nigerians' problem. It is only in the history of Nigeria that you have seen that someone took harm against the nation, went away into exile, returned to funfair, died, and was buried in the national flag of that nation he took harm against. That's only happened in Nigeria. And that is why, because that created a situation where people think, yes, I can do it and get away with it. 6 months into a democratic dispensation in 1999, Muazurike did is the same playbook. 10 years later, we have another. I know it's going to throw away out of a lot of things. But
unapologetic Omoluabi, hold on. Blessed I want to just say this to you. When user came in here, he came in with an unknown name user. This guy's name, Unapologetic Omoluabi. I just want to give you a background meaning of his name. His name is Unapologetic, a Yoruba guy. So all of his rhetoric.
You are very.
No, just hold on. Hold on.
Irresponsible person. You don't know if you don't understand. If you do not understand, ask.
Blessed. I'm trying to do it. No, just
Omoluabi does not mean a Yoruba. So because you are not a Yoruba man, you are not a responsible person.
No, just what does Omoluabi mean?
Omoluabi means a responsible individual.
Blessed.
So if you are not a Yoruba, you are not a responsible individual.
That uses
Just you see, we no, calm down, calm down.
Let me understand.
I don't want this topic, I don't want this platform to be hijacked. I want us to just stick to, when somebody that came with the rhetorics of Biafra, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want a situation whereby we'll be having open-minded conversation and somebody that is coming from that biased point of view from his name.
But let me ask you, why do you need to? Did anybody ask you to be apologetic about who you are?
I am not sorry to be a responsible person.
Yeah, but why is there a need for you to make that known?
Well, what's wrong with saying to the world I'm not sorry to be responsible?
Like, I don't understand. Like I mean,
he said in the topic based on his name, he was so honest. I believe him. If Ojukwu was not bad,
why did he start by trying to guys talking about Ogun State, Ogun government?
No, because that's what
I asked for it. This guy started with talking about government.
I don't No, Baba J, wait first. No, Baba J. So let's not get rowdy, please. I kind of understand him because that was the conversation he caught up, because he's also a fan of the Ogun State governor. That's what I can make out. So
I'm not a fan of the Ogun State governor.
Oh, okay. You're making apologies for him. Okay, fine.
I'm just saying criticize him, but also put out what he has done that is good.
Yeah, but if what he has done is minuscule or inconsequential for somebody, the person doesn't have a duty to point out whatever if he feels like that it didn't amount to anything.
In your situation now, this is your platform. It's respected for allowing people to say your mind without agreeing with you.
Yeah.
We gave the voice to criticize the same governor, right?
Yeah.
Unapologetic has every right to say what he thinks the man is getting right. Everybody is running after LSO to saying he did honorable. I am from Abia State. I went home in December. Did I see any change? Zero. I didn't see. The funniest part.
I beg, don't put me for trouble. They are the only angel where they still for hand they manage.
People praising him, yes, and anybody question them, no. And that is what is the problem. My voice will never sell in Abia State. Why? Because they are running with the chariot that he is an angel. So this Ogun State governor, I don't know him, don't know what he's doing. If he can be criticized on this platform, please give grace to people that think he is doing something to point out what he's doing right. Oburuche, do you know the funniest? This is my brother. We eat from the same plate. It doesn't matter.
Can I critique Ogun State government? Will you permit me to critique Ogun State government?
I don't know. You are not a stakeholder in Ogun State.
I am. What I am is that blessed. I have a building. I'm coming. I have a building in Ogun State. I'm a stakeholder. No. This hold on. I have a building. I have a house in Ogun State. So I am a stakeholder. So let's go there. Let's talk about Ogun State. Since you wanted to bring it to the fore.
Yeah, you are right. I am not in any position to discuss anybody's name. So please, I'm just thinking about the name. I'm not saying you should answer the name. I'm neutral. Wait, now, Baba J, please don't make it controversial. See, I'm not against anybody. I'm just thinking about the notion of bearing that name in itself, but I'm not questioning that that's the name. I am not, please. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let's talk about Ogun State. I will come to Ogun State. That's fine. Yeah, let's talk about Ogun State. But let me just quickly.
Baba J, do you know him from somewhere? Wait now, calm down.
I decide to be an unapologetic Omoluabi because there are some elements of Yorubas that are standing up and saying Yorubas now we have to move away from our liberal mindset into conservatism. That's my sister there. Ask her. She knows my parents' house. She will tell you every tribe in Nigeria live in my parents' house rent free. You see, please tell them in Nigeria State.
We have almost the same political ideology. We have differences.
So I choose that name to tell my conservative Yorubas that we are unapologetic. We are not sorry as Yoruba for being liberal. And Omoluabi means a responsible, a liberal-minded human being.
Accept people for who they are.
All right.
Okay, but that's by the way now. So, but I've gotten your point.
Because you are confused as to why I have to pick up a name.
I am not confused. I'm just trying to understand some background about it, but that's fine. You don't have to explain.
Because of his what you say, unapologetic Omoluabi, he just think because of that name is going to be against the Southeast.
No. There's something there. Listen. I've muted for two of you to talk. There's something there is that what on this platform we've critiqued what is happening in our place, our region. People from our region want to talk because the topic is TT granting amnesty to TT. We've had people from our own region. So if somebody is coming from, especially with that name, unapologetic Omoluabi, I am a stakeholder from the Southwest. My wife is a Yoruba person. I have a house in Ogun State. So if you are coming to praise Ogun State governor where I can tell you what I'm going through in Ogun State. So, but the topic is that we are looking at the role of government granting amnesty to TT group. And somebody is here trying to talk about don't critique. No. Can you hold on for a minute? So can you hold on? If I've critiqued somebody from my own region trying to bring in IPOP mentality to when we are talking about national issues, and somebody from the Southwest is now saying, no. You people are talking about government granting amnesty. Don't just critique government. For instance, Ogun State government has done so many good things. He has done this. He has done that.
No. Baba J, you missed part of the conversation. When BC came up, she went straight and talked about Ogun State. So she was talking about, because when we're talking about government, then that's her own part of government that she can latch on to, and unapologetic came up upon that, and that's why he's addressing that. So I understand that it's not even a problem for me at all. It's just that for us to say, okay, this is what we are talking about, so let's hear your thoughts on that, and he has done that, so there is really no big deal. But we have someone here with us, Ebube or something. Can we hear your thoughts? Ebuka. So, Ebuka.
Sorry, President, before you go to Ebuka, I'm pretty sure if you see my picture, you would know me, you will remember me. I've always been
okay.
Facebook.
Yeah.
We've always been
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not hostile, it's not anything. But sometimes when we critique government, some people feel like, we are joining the agitation. We have not seen the reason for the agitation. No, there is no reason for agitation. No. The agitation is illegal, it's unacceptable. It's an insurrection. Yeah?
Are we allowed to talk about it? Do you know that this governor from I went home in December. I came back in January with the story that this man is the epitome of washing the back of the cup that the inside have not seen water in centuries. That internally, I'm telling you.
Like I said, I don't want, the thing is, these people have it so hard right now. And that's the only good thing happening to them right now. So, I don't want to take that one away from them.
Caesar, I want to talk.
Caesar, you're welcome.
I greet you, Baba J.
I greet you.
You guys were discussing about amnesty, Nigerian government, and the Igbo people, and how they were fooled. Bob of a thing. Okay, let me say something because President, let me start from what you said. You are showing us Lagos State Railway.
Yeah.
That Southeast governors that they are not planning to build railway.
Mm.
You are the way you are saying it. You and Paparazzi and this our sister here is just be like now we in Nigeria be the people where they last for that railway. Lagos, you can never use Lagos compare any city in Nigeria.
Okay.
Never in this life. Let's start from because when you criticize something, you have to balance it like this. Our brother, Otto, whatever, say here. Balance everything. You criticize, make it balance. You don't. I don't know. Sometimes the way we criticize our own is that is why most of these bingos they will become here and now some people will come here and say not something they allow this we do now lie. Then okay, not is better than but they get people there for camp for your own country, for your own land. You there camp. This problem is all over Africa. It's not just only in Nigeria. It's not just only in Nigeria.
Brother Caesar, did you talk?
But okay, Caesar. No, hold on. No. Wait. No.
Talk about Cameroon and Paul Biya, and then I said this is
No, please wait. Caesar, wait for a little bit, you know. We're talking about there's a video we played, and this lady was claiming that the Southeast is the most developed in Nigeria, and that if Nigeria is not holding them back, that they would have been number 5 across the world. They will not even be competing with Africa. They will be competing with the whole world. That they would have built a massive grid. They would have done science and development. And that's where the question came in, that is the Nigeria that is holding Southeast back from development? And that's where I started showing the developments that added to the railway lines of the Red Line in Lagos. And I was saying that in as much as they always talk about everything that is going on in the north, everything that is going on wherever it's not going very well, I didn't see this very addition of rail lines in Lagos, this blue line, red line, trending, or anybody making a fuse about it. And so the question is, let's assume they can't build railway, like maybe it's just too much. Do they have metro buses in the state capitals to make something similar available for the citizens that are living in the capital metropolis? So I don't know why you feel like it is out of reach. And when you say it is so, they are just so better, the other people have it so well, I don't understand where that is coming from. So you can continue.
Okay, like I was saying, talking about Lagos and railway and how Nigeria and Africa is structured. No city in Nigeria you can use to compare Lagos. So if Lagos is building railway, it's a good example. Yes, it's all of us that is going to use it, not just only Yorubas. Apart from Lagos building the River State, they don't get money. How many railway they don't build? They don't get money. Money not the River State. Yes.
Caesar, you didn't even listen to what I just said. Now that one where they your mind. Now that one where they your mind, shall they your mind?
Caesar, let me respond to Blessed. Caesar, don't worry. Let me take up from where you stopped. Blessed, it is good for us to, I believe we want to learn. Let us compare apple and apple. As at 1960, when Nigeria gained independence, we gained independence with Lagos State being the capital of Nigeria. Lagos State lost that capital.
Lagos State was not capital of Nigeria. You people should go. You should go.
Blessed, you see all this Yoruba agenda people. I don't like Sagi. I want us to see. Look at what you as at 90s. Blessed.
Go and look at history. It's not because that's the mistake people make. For me, you know that bridge.
Where is the capital?
But Ikeja is the capital of Lagos now.
But that is
the capital of Nigeria is not Lagos.
Yeah.
Is Obalende, that's Lagos.
Can you correct me? 1960, the capital of Nigeria is not Lagos.
I don't know any other information other than that.
You know one thing with me is that I don't like all this Apa saga, Atom saga. All these people that will come with that mindset of Lagos supporting Lagos.
Yeah, but Caesar, what are we even arguing here? Are we arguing that the Southeast cannot create a metro line in the city?
Hold on. As at 1960, Lagos was already capital of Nigeria.
Lagos State. It's Lagos, not Lagos State.
Who is this person?
Lagos, not Lagos State.
Who is this person?
My name is BC, and I will
BC Kilon now.
People should stop misinforming people.
What is Lagos? Which is Lagos?
BC, I've never heard this version you are saying. No, this is the first time I'm hearing.
I'm trying to expose it to you. I will tell you, Lagos Federal Territory is in the Obalende Ikoyi area, and that is Lagos Island. Lagos State was part of the people in place were called Lagos State from Iporida Bridge before you climb Kata Bridge. That is Western region until 1967. That is old Western region. Starting if you leave national.
Michael, take over.
Before you climb that Kata Bridge.
Michael, take over.
That is where.
Anyway, let's wait. Let's give Caesar the opportunity to conclude.
No, I just answer one question and I hold on till my turn come. BC, let's assume that what you're saying is good. It's Lagos Island, not Lagos. Today, is Abuja the capital of Nigeria, or is it only Maitama and Asokoro?
Abuja was allocated as federal capital territory. Lagos State, what you call Lagos State now on 1967, but majority of what you call Lagos State is part of the old Western region. Go and get your map.
Yeah, I know, I understand.
It was not Lagos State starting from that Sulere, that Jubimatis, that's part of old Western region. So that is not part of Lagos State. That's not part of until 1967 when it was carved out.
Okay. So when we started creating states, aside when we became a region, there's a state called Lagos, right?
It's a place called Lagos, but not Lagos State. And
the state, when we started creating states, was there a state known as Lagos?
All Lagos State. And majority of the part of what is today known as Lagos is part of the old Western region.
I understand. The majority of what is known as the Enugu State was part of the old Eastern region. Everybody understands the region part.
Yeah,
when we left the regional system of government.
But because I just want to know that part that Lagos has always been the capital.
No, it's not about shouting to make the point. The question is that when we left the regional system of government, the states came in. Was there a place known as Lagos State?
Yeah, there's a place known as Lagos State. And 90% of what you call Lagos State today is part of the old Western region.
What is called Bender State today? Is it not part of the old Western region before?
Yes. Before.
So what difference does it make? What difference does it make?
It does make different because they always say because Lagos is the capital. That's why they invested money.
Hold on.
The capital.
When was Abuja created?
No, I don't care when I'm just trying to explain what I know because most of the money
I'm trying to explain
because when you see people say most of the money, most of the development in Lagos, I'm trying to correct a notion. Most of the places that is developed today in Lagos State is part of the old Western region.
So it's only Lagos Island that is the capital of Nigeria?
Yes. Yeah. Go and look at it, yeah.
What is the square kilometer of the capital of Nigeria at 1960?
Go and look at it. From that bridge, before you climb Kata Bridge.
So that is the capital of Nigeria.
Noah Stadium. That is Western region.
So is that the capital of Nigeria?
Yeah.
As at 1960.
Yeah, that's why you're done back. You don't know the
blessed them, you know, BC. Michael, you know, one thing with you see, that's why all these people that will come with all this agenda.
Everything but the way she's going now is nonsense. You're talking
get my history. I know
my history now. That's not
let me tell you, from Shoki, before you climb the mainland bridge, that's what West region as well. The moment you climb that third mainland bridge, so Bali, this that's
that land is the capital of Nigeria.
That is capital of Nigeria.
Hold on.
One local government. One local government.
Shoki is part of Western region. On the west side,
Hold on. That place was not part of Lagos. It was just capital. Hold on. Let me ask you something. How many local governments are in Lagos State today?
I don't know. How many local governments is Lagos?
You don't know.
I'm telling you the boundary.
You don't know the local government in Lagos State?
I don't know. I don't care.
We have 20 local governments and 57 LCDA. 20 local governments and 57 LCDA.
So that's why I said I don't know. Because
you don't know and you argue with us.
Hold on.
I'm telling you.
And you argue with me.
I'm arguing with you because you are trying to
hold on.
Go and get the map of Nigeria and look how Western region.
I understand that.
Western region. Lagos, what you call Lagos today, Lagos Island, Lagos is different from Lagos State.
I understand. Okay, hold on. The one we call Lagos today with 20 local governments. That place that was not part of Lagos, is it part of the Lagos State today?
Yeah, it's part of Lagos State today, yeah.
I rest my case. Rest of coalition.
Okay. And Libasha local government, which has your boy Ipaja. Those are part of Lagos State today, but they are part of the old Western region.
Somebody I don't even know how many local governments.
I don't care. I'm talking about
halfway. If you will say that the agenda, you don't win. You don't win.
It's about win. It's about
you don't win. You don't win. So you know that people. So you know how many. You know how many coming out. You know how many. Make I ask you something now. Wait now. How many states? How many local governments they east?
I don't know.
So why be say all of you when they come out now on herself when they know another place?
So do you want me to lie? I don't know.
No, I just ask
and I'm not interested. I'm interested in where my interest lies.
Okay. No, I
I'm talking about where my interest is. I have any invested interest.
I second came here. Where did you come from? I'm talking about this, and only this kind of person is driving me to talk about Southeast. I'm talking about Southeast. I'm busy in no, Southeast. No, we are talking about Southeast. What are you? What are you doing here?
When I came,
are you Igbo?
I'm not Igbo.
So why are you doing here?
We're talking about governance. We're going to talk about.
No, we are talking about East. We are talking about.
Please, so let's not make it rowdy, please. What's going on? I stepped out for a little bit.
Interest is. We are talking about
Babaje, sorry for the interrupt, Babaje. I wanted you to finish your explanation actually. I want to hear your point about it. However, basically, the old Lagos of the country.
So we don't care about the old Lagos. We don't care about the old Lagos. We don't care about the old Lagos. Because you are about our hometown. You are pushing your life.
Okay, please. Please.
You mute yourself first and you have to concern you and Lagos.
So anyway, so please let's come back. Let's come back to the topic. The topic is Nigeria holding Southeast from developing? Please, let's stay on this, please. Is Nigeria holding Southeast from developing? Yeah.
Let us listen to that explanation that excludes Ikeja from the Lagos of them. Let us hear that argument.
Nah.
Oh, I stepped out a little bit. I didn't even hear that.
From the old Eastern region. That the old Eastern region was not Enugu North was not
not involved. It's only Enugu North. It's only place. What kind of
but BC, you can't make you can't even divide a former territory. You can't. You can't, because definitely no, please, you can't do that, because every city since then has evolved. So, but in talking about history, we will still talk about it how it was then. It is not in our duty now.
I'm trying to say that Ikeja and Co was developed by the cocoa money of the old Western region.
I don't know how it was developed, but what we are saying, no, see, no, we don't need to go into all that. What brought it is that Caesar was trying to say.
Hold on. Ikeja was developed by, I don't know which one you call. Does that include the airport?
The airport. Okay. Wait. When was Lagos State capped? What year was Lagos State capped?
After the 1966 building was
1967. 1967.
Yeah.
When was the Ikeja airport built?
Ikeja airport.
Yeah, when was it built?
So, please, no.
As a capital doesn't have airports.
So please, please.
Ikeja Murtala Mohammed Airport was completed in 1979.
No, so please, BC, we can't continue this conversation. Let's come back to our topic, please. We are talking about why is South East not developing.
Look at that comparing. I'm trying to say you have to be lenient on some of these states. Don't be hard on them, because everybody has different level of development. That's what I'm trying to come about. So that when we're comparing states, we should be very careful. That was where I'm coming from. But people are not ready to listen. You know, when I came in straight, I came into Ogun State straight, because that was what concerned me, because I know my state cannot compare with Lagos.
Yes, but you are right.
Okay, it's okay, it's fine. So please, let's hear Caesar. Caesar, let's hear your point.
Can we read the history of the
Mike, please, let's leave it there, please.
Lagos Airport, let's say, please, hold on, please. I'm sorry, this is the platform. Let me on my video. Lagos Airport was built around 1942. 1942. So how would you say a whole capital of Nigeria? BC
Kano Airport is older than Murtala Mohammed.
BC will look. I don't know.
So let you people another bingo on my platform. This is a bingo free zone. This one I say, Ndibo, when you are busy exposing everything about your region, what am I exposing? When you are obsessing about other people's region, I know they see that red line.
This is the video here. Look at you all can see that Lagos Airport was built around 1942. Make it make sense that in a whole capital of Nigeria. Will you keep quiet? With due respect.
Oh, please. Let's tone it down, please.
So just mute. So mute. Let me make my point.
Please, let's tone it down, please. We are all adults, please.
She's a bingo, and we must treat her like a bingo.
I don't know about that, please.
We have the Yoruba bingos. She's a bingo.
Baba J, please, let's keep it respectful.
This is 1942.
They are stupid enough to believe because you're trying to judge.
This is 1942.
I don't know. Your argument is not consistent with our discussion this year. I'm sorry.
That settles it.
Let's say we use Igbo. I beg. So that this will not come up.
If this becomes round, we have to go off.
Yeah.
Let nobody attack this platform.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that argument is just not consistent.
I actually
Michael, it's okay. Michael, forgive me.
But what happened is that
forgive me now.
Hold on, I'm not doing anything. When I started listening to the heart, trying to separate Lagos from being the capital, I was like, come on, these people, they are playing to the music of Baba J. They are justifying what Baba J is saying. What she just said just messed the whole thing up.
Yeah. I don't even know where that one is coming from. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do you need to demarcate?
National Stadium, Lagos, University of Lagos, they were all assumed to be in the federal capital territory.
Yeah, national stadium is around the Ikeja, Orile, Igomu. Yeah.
You know, Mike, you know this.
So Igomu is not part of that.
I know those people. I know you can claim you're not something.
Be it IPOB members, it's not just IPOB members that will have bingos. We have so many bingos among the Yorubas. It's just that many of you don't know. So if I'm in our platform and I see somebody from a different tribe is in our midst, we critique what is happening in our own place. But if you're not from Southeast, you now want to put mouth into what we are discussing. And when we allow you to talk, you start defending your people. You can't critique your own, what is happening in your place. I'll be like, what is happening? If I can critique what is happening in my place, critique your own, then I'll believe that.
But we're not critiquing anything. If at all, I was showing an example of the red line, and I'm asking, you know, like the video I showed before, that lady was claiming that Nigeria is the one holding the Southeast down, that per capita, the HDI of the Southeast heartland was the highest in Nigeria.
They are not sincere. That's just my point.
So BC did not critique anything in the Southeast, to be fair. But I don't understand this demarcation of Lagos. Like, what is that supposed to add? What value? Good evening, my sister Undaunted. I welcome you.
Good evening, sister.
Oh, your voice is so sweet.
Africans get 70-80% bingos. Africans as a whole.
Sister, I beg. I know you don't start with another bingo statistics. You don't start with another bingo statistics.
Wait now. I thought you
Look, Chimeze, I said I tag you bingo. It's not like, I don't know why you say we are exposing everything in our region. Do you like it that everything is going on? You don't want to talk about it? I don't understand that. You know, you don't know, have you not heard that saying? Sis, I beg, I know they enjoy your talk. I don't know. I beg, let's rotate the mic.
Let me talk now. Because I don't talk within the suit. Oh, wait.
Like, what do they talk? I don't even understand. You they talk. We they talk about what the whole South is. May know them below. They say 78% are bingo. Like, I don't know. Like,
let me talk my own. I'm the most. In fact,
people are listening to you from Facebook and YouTube.
Okay. So, you know, I came up because I saw where you were comparing Lagos.
I'm not comparing Lagos. I am pointing it out. I'm not comparing. So let's put that one straight. Yeah.
Southeast is not the only region in Nigeria that does not have railway or this thing.
No, but there is a video I played that they claim that if not that Nigeria is holding them, we tie the rope on the leg, that they would have. That's where that point. That's why I started showing that.
From the video, that one and drop for his own. I ain't go bring that one particular out, read that for himself. That one I wouldn't even believe. Then I show you be. But when it comes to Nigeria, every tribe, every state your brain. It's not just that. It's just that our own is that, like, they are disturbing us, and which is we don't like it. That is why we are trying to say it out and fight against them so that they will leave our land peaceful. When it comes to bringing industry, human capital, this, that. That is, we are trying, we are trying. Even inside that Nigeria, we are trying. Apart from Lagos, Kano, and the River State, maybe I don't know which other state for Nigeria will be better than Southeast. I don't know. Even though we criticize what happened for Igbo land, yes, we will criticize it to the end. But at least we balance things. Our governors, they are not doing well. Yes, we know. They need to do more. We need the railway. We need a lot of things in Igbo land. Forget about those people. That thing, now what you want to give and joy. Now you come out, come they read for you. If you like now, you go come out to read your own. It will give you joy. So when they use people.
Okay, so what you are saying now, in conclusion, is that it's not Nigeria that is holding the Southeast from developing.
How Nigeria is holding that?
I don't know. Maybe if Nigeria release them, they will fly now. Nigeria is holding their leg.
Caesar, let me just quickly add to your point. Which is what I was trying to.
Baba, I don't know who you block from TikTok. The person is here in Facebook. Is the para?
I want to address you personally.
Yeah.
I want to. No, Blessed, I want to amplify what Caesar is trying to make. My point initially was Lagos State, Nigeria gained independence in 1960. From 1960 to 1991. Lagos was the capital of Nigeria. If I grew up in Lagos, born in Lagos, did my marriage, everything about me is Lagos. But if you look at all the development from Third Mainland Bridge was built by IBB, most of all the old bridges. Enugu State, where I come from, the first bridge in Enugu State was built by Ugwuanyi. Our second bridge was being built by the present government. We are just experiencing bridge in Enugu State. Look at Abuja, for instance, when we had the issue of all this Niger Delta uprising that happened during the era of Yaradua. It was because, this is not proven, they went to Abuja, they saw the kind of development in Abuja. Abuja, for instance, there are so many overhead bridges in Abuja. Wike is doing experts in Abuja. Abuja is being transformed. If tomorrow they now decide to move Abuja capital to like maybe Ebonyi State, for instance, do you now expect Abuja to be, you now expect a state like maybe Ekiti State to now be competing with Abuja when Abuja have already gained capital of Nigeria from 1991 to this present age before it was moved. So many developments.
Baba J, why are you asking me what I'm expecting? Am I the one complaining that Nigeria is holding me? If not that Nigeria is holding me, that I will like nobody is making that complaint. So the burden of proof is no. The burden of making that clarification lies in the hands of the people complaining that Nigeria is holding them down.
So what about Abuja, for instance?
So why are you saying Nigeria is holding you down when that's not the case?
Michael, if Abuja loses its capital FCT status now, do you want to compare Abuja and an average state in Nigeria? With all the development in Abuja.
Baba J, who is complaining that Nigeria is holding them down?
Is it not Dingo?
No. Who is making statistics and complaining that the only problem they are having that if Nigeria will release them, they will fly, they will build this, they will compete not just with sub-Saharan Africa, but globally. They will do it. So why are you putting it on me that I'm comparing? I'm not comparing. I'm trying to find out. We are on this together. I want us to determine, is Nigeria the one causing this underdevelopment? Or it is
I don't drop my mind.
Yeah, I beg, don't put her for my head. You understand? Like, I'm not complaining. Like, if you are going at your pace and everybody's going, we know, okay, fine, all fingers are not equal, you know, everybody at their own pace. But if you are complaining that you would have gotten to 100 meters per minute, but if not that Nigeria is holding your leg, you can't even walk, talk less of run. And so we have to look into that and see how exactly is Nigeria holding your leg. Like, is it possible?
Can we move forward, please?
Yeah, because that's what is fueling this agitation. So we need to. I wanted us to knock it. I don't know, whatever. But the problem is, you know, when you make this kind of platform, the conversation just kind of, you know, goes all over the place, and a lot of emotion comes into it. But that's actually not the intention. Yeah. So my people, it's 10 p.m. where I am, and tomorrow is Monday. I want to wrap it up. So I don't know if anybody have anything to close so we can wrap this thing up. I've spent almost 3.5 hours here.
So we can be number 5.
Nigeria, leave that leg you are holding. Leave that leg. Don't tie them with rope.
Somebody is using your stand. Is using your stand. Also is saying, "Oh, now might not go touch ground." That can belong to blessed.
Yeah.
What did you say? I do now. Now me holding leg too.
You get what I want to talk, but I go talk for you because I don't want to make other time. See, if for I'm negative, we take this Biafra. Hey. Somali.
Hey, what is that, yeah?
Somali.
Government. Then when regional government, just regional government.
Regional government. That's why I don't have problem.
Wait, let me tell you people, all of you, Sabo, what is waiting for you?
Hold on. I understand. Let me tell you what I mean here. Now, I want the regional government now, according to you now, all got corrupt. Yes.
So wait, please. Guys, wait, let me play this audio for you, please. Wait. Oh, sorry. Hi. Ew. So the son I no go enter, no go born spies.
Blessed though. No comments.
No go born spies. In fact, they go do DNA.
So we can go and be number 5 now. Somebody is here. We are not spoken to
Nigeria. Let us go. Then we have like 10 group. 10 group. 10 group. Ten group fighting to be the president. And fighting now. We took the power. Now we now our father produce only one person.
Yeah.
The video where our leader said that they want to go to Biafra, they lost civil war for 20 years. No, maybe
I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't know where they lead me. They go. Now Bulaba, I know.
Blessed, we have Xavier and Amis. He has not spoken.
Xavier. Is it not Xavier? Xavier, I was hearing you on Catchy's live. You called it sound somehow, like, or was it not you? It was. No, but the voice was so similar. I was like, is that not our Xavier?
Oh, really?
Oh.
He's always speaking English.
Yeah, okay. Because I called a fear. I say, I'm Amanda Ness.
The topic is quite a serious one, but I think we're just dealing with it with some level of it's good.
Yeah, we are closing, Xavier. Just yeah.
I think it's a crying shame that we have a region where since after the war we have become a victim to a scam, and that thing has refused to let us go. I mean, what is holding the Southeast back from developing is self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. Has nothing to do with any other region in Nigeria. Has nothing to do with who is the president or who's not the president. It has everything to do with we are self-sabotaging ourselves because the mentality of the issues coming out from the Civil War, people have been preached a message over and over and over, and they have created a victim mindset in the people of the Southeast that people can't see past their nose. And the worst part of it is nothing that happens in the Southeast is ever the fault of the people running the Southeast, which is us.
No, they are just Fulani slaves now.
Somebody else's fault.
Yeah, they can't help themselves. They have to do what their master told them.
If the governor is misbehaving, the reason people from the South, some people from the Southeast, I'll use that word respectfully, some people from the Southeast will give is that, oh, that person is a Fulani slave. He's just doing what the masters.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's helpless before his master.
That mindset is a defeatist mindset, and we couch, and our governors. I'll say this, and sometimes our leaders, our political elites, they understand what is at play, and to absolve themselves of any responsibility of doing what they're supposed to do, they keep engineering this whole marginalization, this whole Biafra scam, and they allow it to fester because, that being said, nobody really comes back to hold them accountable of their stewardship. So if a school, this is what I was talking the other day with Paparazzi, if a school in my village is not functioning well, instead of us to look at how schools used to function back in the days where PTA, Parent Teachers Association, parents come and look at where their kids are studying and say, no, our children cannot be in this condition. They engage the local government to say, listen, you need to fix this. Now, our people are now telling us that the school, that's the roof that's off in the school in my village. It's not the local government that's responsible. I have to go to Abuja to go and attack. Before it was Jubril. Now I have to attack Tinubu. He's the problem. So this is where the problem is. The mindset has been shifted. The victim mindset has been placed. And everybody is seeing that the fault of what's happening in our region has nothing to do with our leaders who are managing our welfare. It has to do with the center. Not minding the fact that 80% of the well-being and the welfare of people in Nigeria is being managed by the states. It's not the federal government. But every mind has been shifted there, and it's deliberate.
All right, thank you so much, Xavier. That was really comprehensive. Thank you. Because I don't want to drag it. The time is going. So we have another of our sister here, Undaunted. I don't know if you have anything to say.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, not really. Just listening. I think the last week I just heard it.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much, guys. I started this video today. Huh? Where is our Michael? Michael APC.
Xavier. Xavier.
Michael APC, I would have wanted your opinion on this releasing of terror people in the name of amnesty. Now, see that happening or ever gonna be so Igbo now. Caesar Biko inbox him.
If you notice, I understand quite well, but because for purposes of communication, I have to. It may not, my points might not come up. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, Savia, were you born in the UK? You weren't born in the UK? Nah, yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. Sister, don't let me vex this night. Oh. Where you want start to speak that kind of English this night?
Samia speaks. He speaks so well. He speaks so well. He speaks so well. He speaks so well.
Hey, wait, before I go, say make una even gift me now. I don't even see anything in my gallery. Chineke me. I even forgot since. Anyway, thank you so much for the heart me. Michael APC, please tell us now. How na say the reason this thing won't say they release terror people for this on our government. I think he's busy. Yeah. Anyway, guys. No, I would have loved to hear his perspective now, because he's also a law enforcement agent or something like that. Yeah. So anyway, Paparazzi, thank you so much, guys, everyone, for being here. And I started out by asking this question, and we have kind of gone full circle. We have shown videos of some of the things that is going on in Okigwe, somewhere in Anambra, and there are so many other videos, and so there are so many things that one can always talk about. I just pray that I find the time, because today is Sunday and I wanted to do 2 hours, but now I've done way too much. But I'm happy, I'm glad I did it, and I'm also thankful that I got to, give some views to my Facebook and YouTube followers. Thank you so much, guys. I pray the Lord Almighty will bless you as you step into this new week. And may God make your countenance to shine. And may you meet favor in the new week. Everywhere you go, blessing upon you. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I'm trying to play a video. Since I'm trying to play a video, this woman, she's a widow of her husband belongs to the armed forces, army to be precise, fell in combat. Imagine that this kind of a woman, she will now watch maybe like 3 days or 4 days later, after burying her husband, she would on her TV, she will now see that amnesty is being granted to repentant Boko Haram members. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I believe that why the battle is still on.
We are all getting this amnesty stuff wrongly. Some of these guys, not all, some of these guys that have been granted amnesty are people that surrendered. Most of them are taking
surrender from what? From buying people.
Hold on. Not buying people, not those people. There are people, I remember a professor, a lecturer that was abducted, forced to stay in the Boko Haram camp to be teaching those people Arabic or whatever it is called. The devil, when they catch them, they don't necessarily, there's not even room. But some of these guys that we are taken from their homes to go into training for these camps, the moment they see the opportunity, they hands off. they come out of it. Some of them, I'm not saying all, I'm not in defense of anybody, but this amnesty comes in different forms.
Yeah, but they have been dead for just 6 months. Why not leave them there until the whole thing is finished? Why are they bringing them out now?
From where? They were inside the trade, what they call it, the rehabilitation camp. And when it's finished, they didn't put them, give them job, they reintegrate them to society.
Which society?
They are from Kaduna, they will be left to go to their villages. Go back to your town.
But the situation that made them to be abducted is still ongoing, which means they will be abducted again and they will do worse. May. Probability.
Let's assume that person is from, for example, and he was forced when those talk was not delivered, and the person has been reintegrated back to Osinituba to live in Osinituba. He can now live a normal life because the situation is not as it used to be before, when most of them were forced into that place.
The emotional destruction of their victims, right?
What do you know why is the government so serious about the terror themselves? Why are not about the victims? I've not seen that they have made any effort to relocate those IDPs or to do anything about the victims, or even to give them a platform or where they can go, or an industry or a ministry of welfare for the victim. Nothing. Every time they are only interested in releasing those Boko Haram people. Anyway, we'll continue this conversation. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Before I go carry me, they go where I don't know.
Paparazzi want to speak now. Okay. Don't matter.
Caesar, if you are late, I want to close. Good night, everybody. Because no kanga here, no.